everyone, and we welcome you to Eagle Nation here on the campus of Hilton Head Christian Academy, where tonight WHHI Sports kicks off their 11th season of high school football with the Independent Bowl. Hilton Head Christian Academy hosting Thomas Heyward. Bob, let's start out talking about Thomas Heyward first. They had a big week last week. This is actually their second game. Yeah. Let's talk about them a little bit.
Big win over Brookhaven. Yes, Brookhaven,
that's how we say
Mississippi. They played in Montgomery, Alabama last week. So they've already got a little bit of a head start. And an old coach used to tell me that a team's biggest improvement usually comes between game 1 and game 2. That doesn't spell a good thing for Christian Academy tonight. Also, we may see J.R. Patterson. They won that game, scored 49 points without their great running back.
And they ran it up and down the field all night.
And he has had a back issue, but he's taken some snaps here in the pregame, and so I think we'll expect to see him some, if not all, of tonight. Should be
Thomas Heyward, a team that made it to the state semifinals last year.
Indeed, and they're thinking they've moved up to 2A from 1A in Skeesa, and they're planning to go all the way this year.
Well, time will tell, that's for sure. Jeff, let's switch over here. Let's talk about Hilton Head Christian Academy, a team that last year was very, very young, even though they still had a pretty good year at 5-5. What can we expect to see from them tonight and this year?
Well, it was a good first year under Ron Peduzzi. They made the playoffs, went 5-5, were knocked out in the first round. Their big find is at the quarterback position where Hayden Shin transferred in from the Darlington School just outside Atlanta. He was backup quarterback there to a guy who is going to play at Louisville a couple of years from now. So he was kind of stuck anyway. He came down, got a better place to live, and what that did was it created a domino situation where Daniel Harrington, who led the team last year in both rushing and passing, he moves to a more natural position at running back, and that creates more opportunities for the wideout position. So we may see a more wide open attack from the Eagles tonight.
They're going to need it playing against a team that ran it up and down the field and scored 49 points last week.
Absolutely, and they've got they play 5 defensive backs in that scheme, so they can have a lot of opportunity to make some tackles there in the backfield.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to it. And when we come back, we're going to talk with Thomas Heyward head coach Nick Shuford right after this.
Hilton Head Island's pristine beaches are one reason the area has boomed over the past 50 years, and Hilton Head Exterminators was there in the beginning. We covered the island, protecting homes and businesses as the island's first pest control company. Since then, we've expanded to protect homes and businesses beyond the island into Bluffton and the surrounding Lowcountry. Everywhere you look, you'll see one of our vehicles. Hilton Head Exterminators, here in the beginning, and we're still here, growing along with the communities we protect.
The life lessons that I learned playing football are priceless and started much earlier than my NFL career. As part of a team, I learned accountability, discipline, and the value of hard work. But the most important lesson is safety. Keep your kids safe during practice and during the game. Educate yourself and your kids. Learn the symptoms of concussions and how to prevent them. Everything starts with fundamentals, but remember, safety is first. For more information, visit peacockloves.com.
I'm a first-generation student. I needed a career change. I decided to go back to school, to TCL. I thought that returning to school would be more difficult, but the multiple financial aid opportunities, the support and encouragement from the staff and faculty was more than I could have ever expected. I'm a second-year radiologic technology student. I'm pursuing a career in X-ray. My name is Kelly, and I made it happen, no matter what.
We'll welcome you back for the game of the week with Thomas Heyward coach Nick Shuford. You guys not only have already played, you won. How much of an edge does that give you heading into game 2?
I don't know. I hope it gives us a big edge. They had a scrimmage last week, so they got some reps in on the Christian side of it. But we're hoping to build some momentum coming off that win.
What'd you learn from game 1?
We've got some guys that have some fight in them. We started off about as bad as we could have down there in Alabama, and we didn't hang our heads. They all fought back and battled, and were able to pull out a pretty good win.
Off that pretty good win, what concerns you? What are you still trying to learn about this team in week 2?
We've got a lot. We found out we've got a lot to work on from that first week, and everybody does at this point in the season. But
What do you want to see?
We want to
this
see
team do?
improvement from week 1 to week 2. That's what we want to see.
Yeah. In particular area?
Everywhere.
Everywhere? Coach who's always looking for perfection. We're going to talk with Hilton Head Christian coach Ron Peduzzi when we come back on the high school game of the week.
Home is that magical spot where weekends happen. It's tea parties and superheroes. It's one more bedtime story. It's your firsts, your lasts, and everything in between. Home is where you belong. We get it. Whether it's your first home, your next home, or your dream home, we want to build you the very best home for your life. Let us help you get started. VillageParkHomes.com. Close to everything, far from ordinary.
Beam Graphics Printing Company. We specialize in custom printing, screen printing, embroidery, engraving, trophies, team uniforms, business uniforms, signs and banners, and much more. We are conveniently located in the heart of Bluffton at 12 Johnston Way across from the post office. For all your printing needs, call the locals at Beam Graphics, 843-837-9663. You can also check us out online at beamgraphics.com and like us on Facebook for specials and design ideas.
Have you been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, experiencing marital difficulties? Naird and Dubois are attorneys located on the south end of Hilton Head Island. With their extensive experience and knowledge of the law, they can help you on your legal matter. Naird and Dubois offer free initial consultation. So whether you have been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, or experiencing marital difficulties, call the attorneys of Naird and Dubois now to schedule an appointment to learn about your legal rights.
And we welcome in Hilton Head Christian Academy head coach Ron Peduzzi. Coach, first of all, welcome to the 2018 season.
Well, fantastic. Football's here and we're ready to go.
Everybody's ready to go. Let's start out talking about the fact that the team has a lot more experience this year. You only lost 4 seniors last year.
We lost 4 seniors. We have 9 seniors this year, and some of the young guys who played this year, we're going to be counting on them to step up and contribute greatly.
A bigger squad this year, so it's a little easier to practice, is it not?
Well, you know, when you go 11-on-11 practice, that helps out a great deal compared to going 11-on-3. So that definitely has some benefits. So we hope that translates to the performance on the field tonight.
Let's get right to it. The quarterback is a transfer in, Hayden Shin. Let's talk about him a little bit.
Yeah, he's 6'1", 180. He has a cannon for an arm, and he can throw it real far. But we got to see him make the right decisions, give the ball to the right person, and protect the football and make the right calls.
Thomas Heyward ran for a lot of yards last week. What were you working on this week?
Stop the run.
Stop the run.
Trap, counter. They're big. They're strong. They got 13 seniors, and they got about 5 guys who can run the football. So,
Coach,
challenge is there.
Thanks so much for your time. Best of luck tonight.
Hey, thank you very much.
When we come back, we'll have the national anthem followed by the opening kickoff right here on WHHI Sports.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
Turbyville Insurance Agency has you covered in Beaufort, Bluffton, and throughout the Lowcountry. We are your independent insurance agency who will give you choices for peace of mind on your home, auto, business, life, health, and retirement plans by finding the best combination of price, coverage, and service. At Turbyville Insurance, we'll keep up with your changing insurance needs and are committed to customer satisfaction. Call us today and experience the Turbyville difference.
Hilton Head PSD offers convenient and secure online billing. Just have your PSD bill handy and click on the online bill payment button at WHHPSD.com. You'll be guided through the steps to establish your online billing account. Their payment options allow you to set up recurring credit card payments, you can view your consumption history, and more. Remember to have your PSD bill handy when you visit WHHPSD.com to get started. Hilton Head PSD, we're always working for you.
We are Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy partner.
Let's take a moment to honor America with the playing of the national anthem, proudly sponsored by OT Decor. Visit otdecor.com to transfer your home into your American dream. And a wonderful job by Hilton Head Christian Academy senior J.C. Robinson, and she's getting us ready for the opening kickoff. And we are ready to begin the 2018 high school football season here on WHHI Sports. Hilton Head Christian Academy hosting Thomas Heyward Academy in the Independent Bowl. I'm Chris Tremblay, joined by Bob Stevens. Jeff Shane will be doing some reporting on the sideline for us. CJ Cleland, number 25, will be kicking off for Thomas Heyward. Last week he had a pretty good week kicking extra points. He was 5 out of 6 in their 49-28 victory. Measuring himself off now and getting ready to get this season started.
Left footer.
Left footer. And the season is underway. Not a deep kick, taken at about the 28-yard line. That is number 3, who takes it up just shy of the 30-yard line, and that's where we'll start.
Hilton Head Christian Academy getting ready to start on offense with, as we mentioned earlier, a new quarterback, Hayden Shin, a junior, transfer from Darlington Prep in Rome, Georgia, where he sat last year behind a senior who's now at the University of Louisville. They were loaded. They had 4 or 5 Division I players off that team. Hayden Shin.
Christian Academy goes right to the shotgun. Daniel Harrington back there with Shin. Here comes the snap. It's a pitch to Harrington, and he tries to find a little something, and he's going backwards, and that's not the start Hilton Head Christian Academy was looking for. A whole bunch of rebels all over him.
John Clark Tilton leading the way and really slowing him down and letting the coverage come in behind it. River Pender comes up limping for Thomas Heyward, but it'll be 2nd and long for the Eagles.
Once again, Shin is in the shotgun on 2nd and 12, just underway here at Hilton Head Christian Academy. He's going to put it up. It's deflected up in the air, and immediately on the second play of the game, number 9 for Thomas Heyward, Chipper Hammond, comes down with the ball, and they're going to get the chance to do a little business in Hilton Head Christian Academy's end of the field.
They are indeed. Chipper Hammond coming up with the pick on the tipped pass. And a great setup then for Thomas Heyward's offense. As the first pass thrown by Hayden Shin gets intercepted, he will hopefully forget that.
That went off the shoulder pads of his intended receiver, popped up in the air. Chipper Hammond got his hands on it. And now Thomas Heyward has the offense going. Jake Masters, number 4 in quarterback. He takes it and immediately pitches it to J.R. Patterson, who was kind of questionable this week coming into the game, as he did not play last week after a very productive freshman year last year. But on the very first play of the game, he takes it on the right side and picks up a couple.
Averaged 150 yards a game last year and scored 17 touchdowns, and yet missed the opener with a back injury.
Those
Nothing
are nice
hurting
numbers
there.
for a freshman, aren't they?
Yeah.
2nd and 7 now. And right up the middle goes number 6, River Pender.
Pender last week ran for 49 yards and 12 carries against Brookhaven, Mississippi. It'll bring up a 3rd and short for the Rebels.
Once again in the shotgun. Masters takes it, and he's going to keep it himself, and he goes down, and the ball comes out. Let's see what they're going to say. They are saying, was he down or was it a turnover?
Looks like they're going to say he was down.
Yeah, it looks like they're signaling for 4th down, so it's going to be 4th and short.
Great tackle made there by Keegan Monahan, the senior for Hilton Head Christian. And on 4th and 2, Thomas Heyward's going for it.
And it's a run right up the middle, and it appears that Jake Masters has it, and he keeps going, and he gets down to about just inside the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Thomas Heyward from about the 19.5-yard line.
Great play there by Masters to keep the ball and not just dive forward, but keep his legs under him.
10-14 remaining in the first quarter. Masters still in the shotgun. Looking to the sideline to Coach Nick Schuford to decide what they want to do, changing things up a bit. And Patterson's going to run to the left now. And he gets around the corner, and he's got a way to go and right into the end zone for a Thomas Heyward touchdown. And just like that, J.R. Patterson on his 2nd carry of the season gets himself into the end zone for a TCL touchdown.
The guy following him off the field, number 6, River Pender, who was back in the backfield, made a terrific block to spring him free around the corner. And the Rebels are on the board.
And this is what Hilton Head Christian Academy has to watch out for. Thomas Heyward ran for over 400 yards last week, and if Christian Academy has trouble stopping them, they're going to have an awful tough time going up and down the field with them.
Masters will hold. Cleland will try the extra point. He was 5 out of 6 last week.
Kick is up. Kick is good. He's 6 out of 7 for the year, and just like that, Thomas Heyward goes up 7-0. We'll be back right after this.
The best bargains in the Lowcountry are at the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store in Beaufort. Stop in and see the selection and feel good knowing all items in the store are donated and all profits from them stay local to help families in need. There's 50% off colored tagged items every day, and you can also help by donating clothing, furniture, and other items in good, clean condition. All donations to the Salvation Army are tax deductible. Visit the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store at 164 Robert Smalls Parkway in Beaufort.
So with just under 10 minutes left in the first quarter, Thomas Heyward strikes first with their lethal running attack. J.R. Patterson, who was questionable for this game on his 2nd run of the game around the left side for about 20 yards, makes it 7-0. And once again, C.J. Cleland's on to kick it off.
I didn't see anything questionable about that run.
Nothing at all. Yeah. He turned the corner and he was bye-bye.
Just have the feeling of deja vu all over again. We're watching Cleland get set to kick off. Just moments ago, we watched him start the game with a kickoff. Just 2 plays into it, Thomas Heyward forces the turnover. Then they march it into the end zone.
So Cleland with a little deeper kick this time. Ball gets back to about the 22. And let's see if we can have anything happening with this time. Not only a couple yards on the return, and Christian Academy will take over at their own 25.
The men in gold with the football a little deeper in their own end than they began the first time.
Quarterback Hayden Shin on his first pass of the game, went off the shoulder pads of his intended receiver. That resulted in the turnover. A couple plays later, Thomas Heyward takes it in, and that's where we are.
Get him back on the horse. Get him out there.
Get him right back on the horse.
Try to make something happen. Solo in the backfield this time.
When you make a double bogey, try to make a birdie coming back. And the shotgun snap immediately goes to number 2 there, Brennan Students, and he gets not very much. So Christian Academy mixing it up a little bit right there.
Defensive play made by 23, Bobby Payne. Payne, who had an interception, returned for a touchdown last week. Doing a little Les Miles there. Grab a little piece of
second
turf.
Down now.
Chomping on it as he heads to the corner.
Shin looks to throw this one out, and he's going to go down the right side, and nobody's home. Number 21 is receiver J.P. Peduzzi. Couldn't quite get loose, and the ball was a little bit overthrown, and that's going to bring up third down. Bob, how important is it that Hilton Head Christian Academy doesn't let this game get too far down too quick?
Well, you want to start to sustain something. You don't necessarily have to score with this just second possession of the ball game. You'd like to get a first down and maybe a couple and start to flip the field a little bit.
So Hilton Head Christian Academy now with we could almost call it a somewhat crucial third down here early in the game. If not, they're going to have to punt, and it looks like referee Jeremy Langdale is walking off what appears to be a 15-yarder. Or no, it looks like a 5-yarder now. 5 yards. So we're looking at third down and 5 now.
Press coverage from the secondary of Thomas Heyward.
Hayden Shin hands it off, and I don't know if that was the best option. Number 4, Ben Viljak, lost a few, and just like that, it's fourth down.
River Pender, who made the key block on the touchdown and also got the interception earlier on, makes the tackle right there. He's making his statement for our Samson player of the game. Yeah, third down and 6.
3rd and 6 now. Shin rolls to his left, throws it downfield, and he's got an open man. We're having trouble seeing the number. That's number 2.
Students.
That's Brennan Students, who takes the ball down to about the 30-yard line, and just like that, a big first down for Christian Academy and a big movement of the sticks, and that was just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, Brennan Students, the senior co-captain, making a big play there in coverage. Hayden Shin shows the accuracy that Coach Ron Peduzzi was inspired by when he first watched him play as he prepared to transfer here.
Shin in the backfield now in the shotgun once again. Ben Viljak is the only running back back there with him. There goes to the right side there. There goes Viljak. He's trying to establish a little bit of run here, and it looks like he coughs it up, but fortunately he got it right back.
Defensive play made by Bryce Tillotson, just a sophomore for Thomas Heyward.
And unfortunately for Christian Academy, that's going to be a loss of about 5 or more.
Across that offensive line for Hilton Head Christian Academy, Jacob Zook, the center. The guards, Zachary Zoller and Bryce McCauley. The tackles, Keegan Monahan and Dargan Cherry on second down.
Shin takes it, rolls to his left again, throws it deep down in the corner. Good try, but broken up there. He was looking to see if he could find Brennan Students again. The play that worked for a pickup of about 50 before.
Broken up by senior Joseph Gibson.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 15, and maybe from this part of the field, this could possibly be 2-down territory. A little far for a field goal, a little close to punt.
We've got a stoppage by our referee, Jeremy Langdale. Our umpire is Lloyd McDaniel, the head linesman, Josh Ayers, the line judge, Tommy Manor, the back judge, Tim Rakar, a Charleston-based crew down here for this one.
I wonder if the weather's much cooler up there.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it's considerably, yes.
Timber Hexamer has to come out. Equipment issue, and Bruza Pouchet is in. Bruza.
That's our favorite name of the night so far.
Jatarius, his real name.
3rd and 15 now for Christian Academy. They're down to the 35-yard line of Thomas Heyward. Hayden Shin throws a ball that looked like it was going to find Brennan Students and just tipped there by number 15, Joseph Gibson. So 4th and 15, decision time for Hilton Head Christian Academy. And let's see what Coach Ron Peduzzi is going to do.
Yeah, you could try to pin them with a punt, but then you're giving them the ball and letting that ground game go to work. Down here, it looks like they're going to take a shot. Empty the backfield.
Shin back again on 3rd and 15, throws the ball, and it's going in for a TCL touchdown to number 23, Daniel Harrington. And just like that, Hilton Head Christian Academy is an extra point away from tying this one up. So on 4th and 15, they respond. Harrington got behind the defensive backs, and just like this, Hilton Head Christian Academy is into the end zone.
Terrific pass from Hayden Shin to Daniel Harrington, who split the seam and got open. They had 5 receivers wide, so everybody was going to get single coverage. And Shin connects with Harrington for the touchdown, and they're an extra point away from tying this one up.
Number 21, J.P. Peduzzi, in to attempt the extra point. The sophomore also did a majority of the kicking duties last year. Ball is down, kick is up. Kick is good, and just like that, we have a tie game. Hilton Head Christian Academy doing just what they were looking for, not to let this one get away. We're tied at 7. We'll be back right after this.
The life lessons that I learned playing football are priceless and started much earlier than my NFL career. As part of a team, I learned accountability, discipline, and the value of hard work. But the most important lesson is safety. Keep your kids safe during practice and during the game. Educate yourself and your kids. Learn the symptoms of concussions and how to prevent them. Everything starts with fundamentals, but remember, safety is first. For more information, visit peacockloves.com.
Turbyville Insurance Agency has you covered in Beaufort, Bluffton, and throughout the Lowcountry. We are your independent insurance agency who will give you choices for peace of mind on your home, auto, business, life, health, and retirement plans by finding the best combination of price, coverage, and service. At Turbyville Insurance, we'll keep up with your changing insurance needs and are committed to customer satisfaction. Call us today and experience the Turbyville difference.
All right, with just over 7 minutes left, we are tied at 7. Technical College of the Lowcountry, make it happen no matter what.
Christian Academy cheerleading squad, which is almost as large as last year's team was numerically.
I think you're exactly right.
Yeah. The good news for the Eagles, they got more players than cheerleaders this year.
Well, they're able to practice 11 on 11.
Yep.
That was one of the things that Coach Peduzzi told us would be advantageous to their production this year. Here comes J.P. Peduzzi to kick it off, and he hits a little squib kick over on the right side, and Hilton Head Christian Academy comes down with the ball. So just like that, and we have a hanky on the field. Let's see what that's about. So J.P. Peduzzi with a perfect little squib kick. Christian Academy comes up with the ball. And let's see what Jerry Langdale has to say.
He's talking with Coach Ron Peduzzi right now. Peduzzi not at all happy. I believe he thought it was an onside kick. They're discussing whether or not it went the 10 yards. Peduzzi's giving him an earful, and he's getting an earful back. Usually the referee will walk away from that.
We got kick-catch interference on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Okay.
So that's one I've never seen before or heard of. So Hilton Head Christian Academy is being charged with interference on the ball that they caught.
On their own onside kick.
On their own onside kick.
Yep. And that's going to give Thomas Heyward terrific field position.
So a play that seemed to be perfectly executed by Hilton Head Christian Academy and looked pretty good to us is going to result in Thomas Heyward Academy having the ball 1st and 10 on the Hilton Head Christian 40-yard line. Village Park Homes, your true hometown builder. Close to everything, far from ordinary. The ball immediately goes there to number 23. And there he goes, Bobby Payne on the first play. He goes 40 yards around the right side for a TCL touchdown. And just like that, Thomas Heyward has regained the lead, and the running game is showing what it showed last week.
First play after they get the positive penalty call. And Bobby Payne, who ran 7 plays, 67 yards and a touchdown last week. We do have a flag, though, back near the original line of scrimmage.
So maybe we won't have a TCL touchdown. Let's see what Jerry Langdale has to say. And it appears as though we're going backwards. A long way. We have a personal foul.
All right, personal foul against Thomas Heyward. That'll bring it all the way back to their own 46.
So now we'll have 1st and 25. And just like that, the touchdown is erased. Turbyville Insurance, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. Jake Masters once again in the shotgun looking to air it out, and air it out he does, and he's going pretty deep. And the receiver fell down, and it appears as though he fell down for a reason.
Trey Pouchet was the receiver. Looks like they're going to call pass interference on Hilton Head Christian.
Replay first down.
Don't think he means replay the first down. They're going to get one.
Yeah, they're going to get a first down with the pass interference.
From the interference. And it'll be 1st and 10 back at the Christian Academy 40-yard line.
So we're back to where we started.
3 straight plays with a penalty after a fairly clean first 6 or 7 minutes of the game.
Masters takes it. Immediately the ball goes up the middle to number 6, River Pender. And he gets about 5, brings up 2nd and 5.
Pender getting some help from the inside of that offensive line. Mike Bacon, the center. John Hewlett and Therian Cannon are the guards. And they're big. Both of them over 230. Evan Brazil and Dalton Hayes are the tackles on that offensive line for the Rebels.
If you're just joining us, we have 6:20 left in the first quarter. Thomas Heyward and Christian Academy are tied up at 7. Ball goes to J.R. Patterson, who's doing everything he can to get away. And it appears though a flag was thrown in an area where they thought he got his face mask or a horse collar. It looked like I thought he got his shoulder pad. They're saying they got his face mask.
Right. First down.
And they're going to mark off 15. This is not just the 5-yard face mask.
So Thomas Heyward has done most of this drive on penalty. It appears that Hilton Head Christian Academy had the ball on an onside kick. They were called for something we've never heard before, interference for trying to catch an onside kick. So they got the ball at the 45, and now with a face mask, they're down to about the 20-yard line. Pass out on the left side, and nobody was home. Chipper Hammond is the nearest person to it, and it looked like he was trying to block.
Defensive play by Hilton Head Christian's Jace Blackshear.
Thank you to our sponsor, OT Decor, who offers unique lighting designs. Visit their website, otdecor.com, to find the perfect accent to your home.
2nd and 10 for the Rebels.
Masters takes it and gives it immediately to Trey Pouchet, and Trey Pouchet immediately takes it into the end zone for a TCL touchdown. Thomas Heyward regains the lead.
What a terrific run by Trey Pouchet.
He did a lot of that last week.
As he takes the handoff, gets himself outside. A lot of Eagles around him, but he shows some terrific dance moves and wriggles his way into the end zone. 21-yard touchdown run. And that'll bring Cleland on for the extra point.
C.J. Cleland attempting his 2nd extra point of the evening.
We just got to put it in today. Just hook the neck today.
And it looks like we might have an offside on number 27, Max Lowry. Or was he drawn offside? And apparently he was drawn offside. So this kick will go from about 5 yards farther back. So C.J. Cleland now on a 25-yard extra point attempt. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is blocked. So Thomas Heyward Academy does not convert on the extra point. They lead though 13-7 with 5:45 left in the first quarter. We're going to a Village Park Homes timeout.
Beam Graphics Printing Company. We specialize in custom printing, screen printing, embroidery, engraving, trophies, team uniforms, business uniforms, signs and banners, and much more. We are conveniently located in the heart of Bluffton at 12 Johnston Way across from the post office. For all your printing needs, call the locals at Beam Graphics, 843-837-9663. You can also check us out online at beamgraphics.com and like us on Facebook for specials and design ideas.
Welcome to the new Southern Carpet Wholesale. I guess after 16 years, we just got a little too big for our britches. That's right, the largest stocking dealer in the Lowcountry just got a little bigger, and nobody beats our prices. So come visit our brand new 12,000 square foot showroom and warehouse. It's chock full of wood, vinyl, ceramic, and of course, carpet. We're located in the Beaufort Town Center on Boundary Street, and remember, we go to Dalton, so you don't have to.
So with 5:45 left in the first quarter, Thomas Heyward Academy takes a 13-7 lead. C.J. Cleland kicking off now for the 3rd time tonight. Are we going to say deja vu all over again?
No.
No, we're not going to say that? Okay. Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet. Before you buy, give us a try. And Cleland hits a much longer kick than his first two. Taken, and we're going to try a little razzle-dazzle here. And it looked like it might work for a second, but that goes to number 5.
Jace Blackshear ends up with it, and Blackshear gets it up about the 25-yard line. Where Hilton Head Christian will start things off. Blackshear is going to stay in the game, just a freshman. Ron Peduzzi very excited about the future for this young guy.
So Christian Academy will start from their own 25, trailing 13-7. They converted on a 4th and 15 a couple minutes ago, and immediately Hayden Shin's going to take it and run up the middle. He's going to get about 3.5.
Again in on the tackle, River Pender, number 6. He's playing both ways and doing it quite well here early in the first quarter. We'll see how much he has left later on. Boy, it is hot and steamy on a Friday night in August.
That it is. The athletes cramping as the evening goes on is obviously always a concern. Hayden Shin takes it, rolls to the left, throws it out. It goes right through the hands of Brennan Students.
Sometimes the gloves can get in the way. I think they might have that time for Brendan Students. The ball was slick, the gloves were not quite as sticky as they might have been, and he might have been off barehanded there.
3rd and 6 now. Just under 5 minutes remain in the first quarter.
Here they're going with a 5 wide again. This is where they scored the touchdown.
Shin stays in the pocket well, gets the ball almost there. J.P. Peduzzi had his hands on it, but it was broken up on a good defensive play.
J.R. Patterson doing a little work both ways. Playing a little defense there. The two of them went up to wrestle for the football.
And that'll bring up a punting situation for Christian Academy.
Patterson's going to go back for the kick. He'll be joined by Pouchet. Now Pouchet decides to go very deep. For punter, Brendan Students. Yep.
Good snap. Students going to take it. He's going to throw a pass. And they're going to have a first down, and they're going to have some more. And just like that, Hilton Head Christian Academy has a first down, and they're not kidding around at all. Ben Viljak on the receiving end there. And we're not even through the first quarter, and we've seen more trickery than we saw in some games all last year.
Love the play call. Students, a wide receiver and punter, but can also obviously throw the football. And Hilton Head Christian on 4th down deep in their own end with the fake punt and the completion for the first down inside the Thomas Heyward 40.
Hayden Shin once again in the shotgun. Takes it and throws a little pitch out, and that's going nowhere to number 4, Ben Viljak.
Viljak, one of the senior co-captains on this team. Last year, he began the season as a running back and, of course, also plays defense. When they had too many injuries in the offensive line, Viljak went in and filled in the offensive line. A very unselfish player, part of the great run of Viljaks that have come through.
He was a leading tackler for them on defense last year with 86 tackles, 4 of them for sacks. So on 2nd and 18, probably back to the air. Shin, look, he's trying to find something, and he gives a lateral off, and we've got some running room here for number 66, Dargan Cherry, who probably wasn't expecting to carry the ball very much this week. And he's fighting, and he very well might have a first down for the Eagles.
What an effort by Dargan Cherry, who, of course, began his career at Hilton Head Christian as a quarterback.
Comes up a little short.
Last year went to the line. He just kind of outgrew the job a little bit, but has a great baseball player who came to Coach Peduzzi and says, yeah, I want to play my senior year. And he said, okay. Anchor our offensive line. He's the right tackle, but he ended up making the gain there to get him to a 3rd and 8.
Shin now checking his plays there on his left arm, back to throw it again. And he's under pressure again. He takes it and throws it on the run, and that's out of bounds.
That time Hilton Head Christian lined up with 4 wide receivers and a wing back. They didn't go all 5 wide to try to keep a blocker back to help.
Referee Jeremy Langdale having a little conference, and I didn't see a flag go down. There it is on the far side of the field.
Got a dead ball, sideline interference on the defense. That's a warning, 4th down.
So
Guys,
we have a warning. Does a warning come with any yardage?
No.
No yardage. Okay. 4th and 8. Fourth and 8.
But Nick Shuford's wrist has been severely slapped by the linesman, and better not do that again.
So that's 2 calls so far in the first quarter that I've never seen before. The onside kick call and don't be naughty on the sidelines.
Teach the guys a little discipline early on in the season. Get them all doing things the right way.
Shin takes the snap. He's going to air it out again. And once again, we have a TCL touchdown. Let's get the number on that. That's number 21, J.P. Peduzzi. So he dropped one a little earlier. Just out-jumped the defender there, and just like that, Hilton Head Christian Academy is an extra point away from taking the lead.
Now Peduzzi will get the kicking tee and get ready for the extra point. Let's see the play again. Bobby Payne and J.P. Peduzzi both go up, wrestle for the football, and it's Peduzzi who comes down with it. And Hilton Head Christian now an extra point away from taking the lead.
J.P. Peduzzi in to go ahead and put the extra point on the touchdown that he just scored. Snaps a little low, kick is up. Kick is good, and just like that, Hilton Head Christian Academy has taken a 14-13 lead here in the first quarter. We're going to a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Before TCL, I was trying to find what school, what college would be the best fit for me. I come from a single family home, and I couldn't ask my mom to pay a whole lot of money just for my education. And that's when I realized that TCL was the one that was going to offer me peace of mind for my financial situation. They've offered me great quality education at a low cost. I'm on a transfer block to transfer over after the semester. I am Antonia, and I made it happen no matter what. Yo lo hice posible, no importa qué.
Home is that magical spot where weekends happen. It's tea parties and superheroes. It's one more bedtime story. It's your first, your last, and everything in between. Home is where you belong. We get it. Whether it's your first home, your next home, or your dream home, we want to build you the very best home for your life. Let us help you get started. VillageParkHomes.com. Close to everything, far from ordinary.
So with 2:32 left in the first quarter, quarterback Hayden Shin hits J.P. Peduzzi with about a 31-yard touchdown pass. Extra point is good, and just like that, Christian Academy is up 14-13. Peduzzi kicks a little soft one. They're looking to get the ball back again, but it's covered up there by number 32, Jeremy Clemmer, and we have Jeff Shane on the sidelines with a report.
First 9.5 minutes of the game, we've already seen the good and the bad from Hayden Shin in his first start, not only with the team, but in the Lowcountry. He's overthrown a lot of receivers, and he's getting the universal signal to calm down. But boy, when he throws those long touch passes, we see the good part too. Hilton Head Christian definitely in this game.
Jeff Shane with that sideline report, and it is brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. First down now for Thomas Heyward. They give it right away to J.R. Patterson. He picks up the better part of 7 yards.
Great run off tackle for Patterson off of his right side. Dalton Hayes and John Hewlett, the right side of that offensive line.
The MVP award tonight is brought to you by the Charles Sampson team of Charter One Realty. Stick around at the end of the game when Bob and I make the presentation with Charles Sampson. Here comes number 23, Bobby Payne. He's got some running room. He's into Christian Academy territory, and he's all the way down to about the 17-yard line. So just like that, Bobby Payne moves the chains way downfield for Thomas Heyward.
Bobby Payne, who danced in for a score that was called back earlier in this game, had 2 touchdowns in the game against Brookhaven, Mississippi. 1 on the ground and 1 with an interception return. Also had a pass catch. He was busy. We've got a flag on a field, could be for a late hit on Viljack.
Let's go to a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
We are Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy partner.
1:30 left in the first quarter. A very productive and exciting first quarter. A lot of action. And now we have another timeout. So we have another Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Jeff Altoff here with Lowcountry Insurance. Let me ask you a couple questions. Do you trust your current insurance agent? Do you even know who your insurance agent is?
We are a trusted choice independent insurance agency. We make insurance human. Our expert agents walk you through hand-picked options with language you can understand. We are local and here to help you. Give us a shout, Lowcountry Insurance.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
So with 1:26 left in the first quarter, Jake Masters takes the snap, throws it to J.R. Patterson, who decides to reverse direction. Now he's going to reverse it again. And we have a flag. We're going to have a blocking behind the back there on Thomas Heyward. So whatever happened here is going to come back.
Hilton Head Christian's Max Lowry made the initial play that forced Patterson to change direction. Then he got kind of lost in the scrum, and when he came back to try to pursue Patterson coming back around the right side, that's when he was hit from behind. Should be a block in the back against Thomas Heyward.
We got personal foul hitting a defenseless player on the offense that's declined. I got a personal foul hitting a defenseless player on the offense. That penalty would be 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
So it looks like the ball is going backward against Thomas Heyward Academy after all that.
Apparently there were 2 fouls against Thomas Heyward. They will take the 1. They only get to take the 1. And they are going on a field trip. Back to the 40-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Thomas Heyward.
It's going to be 1st and goal from down there. So Jake Masters has his work cut out for him now. Takes the ball, immediately gives it to Trey Pouchet, who's got something up the right sideline, and he's trying to get it all back in one run and gets about 30 of it back just like that. So Trey Pouchet, who ran for 203 yards last week, has got Thomas Heyward down sniffing the end zone again.
1st and 40? Yeah.
Let's give it around the right side to Trey Pouchet and put ourselves right back in the ball game.
Defensive play was made by Jace Blackshear rather, to run him out of bounds.
2nd and goal now from the 15. Got a double split on the receivers. Jacob Masters is going to hold on to it. He's going to pick up the better part of 5, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 10.
Get everybody spread out and then run it up the middle. Take advantage of the one-on-one blocking opportunity. Masters ran for 66 yards last week in 15 carries, scored twice on the ground, also caught a 2-point conversion pass in their victory over Brookhaven, Mississippi.
3rd and goal now. 21 seconds left in the first quarter. That's coming around the left side to Bobby Payne, who's trying to work his way into the end zone, and he's not going to have anything there. He gets it down to about the 6-yard line, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 6. So the question becomes, does Thomas Heyward decide to settle to try to get 3 and get back the lead, or are they going to go for it? And it looks like they're going to go for it. They're going to split them out wide.
We've got an official's timeout. A Hilton Head Christian player down on the sidelines. We will take a Village Park Homes timeout. 14-13 Christian Academy.
Hilton Head Island's pristine beaches are one reason the area has boomed over the past 50 years, and Hilton Head Exterminators was there in the beginning. We covered the island, protecting homes and businesses as the island's first pest control company. Since then, we've expanded to protect homes and businesses beyond the island into Bluffton and the surrounding Lowcountry. Everywhere you look, you'll see one of our vehicles. Hilton Head Exterminators, here in the beginning, and we're still here, growing along with the communities we protect.
Your home is one of your greatest investments, so why let just anyone protect it? Come see our professional team at Kinghorn Insurance of Beaufort. As an independent insurance agency, Kinghorn of Beaufort can provide customized coverage to meet your needs, from flood and water damage to windstorm protection. Our team has the expertise and experience to meet your needs. We proudly represent the Sage Sure family of companies, so come see why we've been earning trust and building relationships since 1898.
So here we are, 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Thomas Heyward has the ball on the Hilton Head Christian Academy 6-yard line. And on 4th and goal, they're going for it. The only person in the backfield is River Pender along with Jake Masters. Masters is moving to the right, trying to find something. Christian Academy has done a great job of sealing it off, and they're going to get the ball back on a very fine defensive effort by the Eagles, as they obviously had the receivers all bundled down and Masters had nowhere to go.
Yeah, terrific job by the Hilton Head Christian secondary in rotating over. There was really not too many people in the passing lanes anyway, and they had them all very well covered, and they forced Jake Masters to try to scramble out of it, wrestled him down, and the Eagles have held as we get down to the final 1 second of this first quarter. The field was completely bathed in sunlight when we kicked this game off. It's almost dark out now.
And I'm sure it's helping the players because things are obviously cooling down.
Yeah. Been a long first quarter. And it's not over yet.
We'll have one play left here with 1 second left in the first quarter. Christian Academy leading it 14-13.
Clock will start with the snap. Christian Academy players checking their wristbands with the plays on them. One of the offensive linemen doesn't have his wristband. He has to look on with the center.
Hayden Shin in the shotgun once again. He has yet to go up under center. He goes ahead and hands it off there. That's number 5. Chase Blackshear tries to do something. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter with the score after 1. Hilton Head Christian Academy 14, Thomas Heyward Academy 13.
The best bargains in the Lowcountry are at the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store in Beaufort. Stop in and see the selection and feel good knowing all items in the store are donated and all profits from them stay local to help families in need. There's 50% off colored tagged items every day, and you can also help by donating clothing, furniture, and other items in good, clean condition. All donations to the Salvation Army are tax deductible. Visit the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store at 164 Robert Smalls Parkway in Beaufort.
Hilton Head Island's pristine beaches are one reason the area has boomed over the past 50 years, and Hilton Head Exterminators was there in the beginning. We covered the island, protecting homes and businesses as the island's first pest control company. Since then, we've expanded to protect homes and businesses beyond the island into Bluffton and the surrounding Lowcountry. Everywhere you look, you'll see one of our vehicles. Hilton Head Exterminators, here in the beginning, and we're still here, growing along with the communities we protect.
The life lessons that I learned playing football are priceless and started much earlier than my NFL career. As part of a team, I learned accountability, discipline, and the value of hard work. But the most important lesson is safety. Keep your kids safe during practice and during the game. Educate yourself and your kids. Learn the symptoms of concussions and how to prevent them. Everything starts with fundamentals, but remember, safety is first. For more information, visit peacockloves.com.
One of the challenges I faced with picking a college was I'm a full-time firefighter, so I knew I would struggle with being able to take classes. TCL offers a flexible schedule, and I was able to complete 90% of my classes online. I earned a business degree in fire administration. I'm currently a lieutenant with the City of Beaufort Town of Port Royal Fire Department. I'm Ross, and I made it happen, no matter what.
And we are ready to begin the second quarter. And immediately the pass by Hayden Shin is knocked down right there in front of him.
Great defensive play by number 65 for Thomas Heyward. That's John Hewlett, the sophomore.
That'll bring up 3rd and 11 now. Christian Academy on their own 14-yard line. Hayden Shin checking his arm once again to see what he wants to do.
Hewlett doing his best Akeem Olajuwon impression. You didn't think you'd hear that in the game tonight,
I did not. I like it, though. Shin takes the ball rolling to the right under pressure again and one-hops it there, which was probably the best option because the receiver was covered very, very well by Trey Pouchet.
Good crowd on hand tonight here at Hilton Christian Academy with the sun finally going down, a breeze coming up. Turning out to be a terrific night for August football.
Brennan Students will go back for what would have been his second punt if the first one wasn't a fake.
This time I think he'll kick.
I think you're probably right.
They are deep in their own end. He's standing at the 2-yard line to get the snap.
Students has it. He's moving to the right, and now he's going to let it go. Gets a pretty good kick away. It's caught right there by number 1, Trey Pouchet, and Trey Pouchet's got some yards to run, and now he's going to cut it back the other way, and he's still going, and they're having trouble bringing him down, and he is going to take it all the way back for a TCL touchdown. Trey Pouchet on the punt return gets Thomas Heyward back into the lead.
50-yard touchdown return by Trey Pouchet. After the rugby-style kick by Students trying to scramble away the blocking scheme of Thomas Heyward on the punt return, Pouchet still got a couple of good blocks and then did just a terrific job on his own, dancing between the defenders and marching into the end zone for the 50-yard score.
Pouchet, who's proven to be very, very difficult for the Hilton Head Christian Academy team to bring down tonight. And it appears as though they're going to go for 2. They had their last extra point blocked.
They converted a 2-point conversion last week
Here's a full backfield, the first time we've seen that from them tonight. And they're going to call a timeout. So let's go to a Village Park Homes timeout.
Have you been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, experiencing marital difficulties? Naird and Dubois are attorneys located on the south end of Hilton Head Island. With their extensive experience and knowledge of the law, they can help you on your legal matter. Naird and Dubois offer free initial consultation. So whether you have been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, or experiencing marital difficulties, call the attorneys of Naird and Dubois now to schedule an appointment to learn about your legal rights.
Let's go to Jeff Shane with a sideline report or an injury report.
Injury update from the Hilton Head Christian sideline. The quarter break came at a good time for Keegan Monahan, their left tackle. Took a knock on the left elbow, has it taped up and went right back in to start the second quarter, so he's good. Now, the punter, Brennan Student, caught quite a bit of grief for that punt. They're not supposed to be punting to Trey Pouchet, and you saw what happened when Pouchet was able to get his hands on the football. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Jeff. Jeff's sideline report is brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. Thomas Heyward now going for the two-point conversion. Masters takes it, pitches it over there to J.R. Patterson, and he's going to run out of room. So they do not convert. Hilton Head Christian Academy holds them, and now they're only down by 5 points, 19-14. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be back right after this.
Hilton Head PSD offers convenient and secure online billing. Just have your PSD bill handy and click on the online bill payment button at WHHPSD.com. You'll be guided through the steps to establish your online billing account. Their payment options allow you to set up recurring credit card payments, you can view your consumption history, and more. Remember to have your PSD bill handy when you visit WHHPSD.com to get started. Hilton Head PSD, we're always working for you.
The best bargains in the Lowcountry are at the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store in Beaufort. Stop in and see the selection and feel good knowing all items in the store are donated and all profits from them stay local to help families in need. There's 50% off colored tagged items every day, and you can also help by donating clothing, furniture, and other items in good, clean condition. All donations to the Salvation Army are tax deductible. Visit the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store at 164 Robert Smalls Parkway in Beaufort.
So with 11:31 left, Trey Pouchet takes a punt 50 yards. He puts Thomas Heyward Academy up 19-14. And we've already been into the end zone here, just barely into the second quarter 5 times. 3 times for Thomas Heyward, twice for Hilton Head Christian. Here comes the kick. It's caught at about the 27-yard line. That's number 20. Cameron Strickland, and he gets a little room, gets the ball out to about the 43-yard line, and that's where Hilton Head Christian Academy will take over.
Strickland, just a sophomore, but picked up the ball and made a good move to his right and advanced it, giving Christian Academy pretty good field position as they try to come from behind yet again.
$11:22 left in the first half. Technical College of the Lowcountry, make it happen no matter what. Hayden Shin once again in the shotgun. Takes it and hands it right off. That's number 23, Daniel Harrington. Harrington picks up about 4.
Didn't hear much from Harrington in the first quarter. Defensive play there made by big number 73, Noah Ellers, 6'3", 240-pound senior.
Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet, before you buy, give us a try. 2nd and 7 now for the Christian Academy Eagles. Shin going to the air again. He's under some pressure. He airs it out, and he throws a strike to number 2, Brennan Students, who's caught a few big ones tonight, and just like that, Hilton Head Christian Academy has the chains moving again.
What a great sliding catch by Students, making the play there. And the ball was thrown just slightly behind him. He had to kind of slow down and
going into second base. He caught it and made the play.
But Shin had enough on it to get to him, and we've got a first down now at about the 27-yard line. Maybe make it the 28. Shin going to the air again, throws it out in the right flat. Nice little pass, picks up about 4 or so. J.P. Peduzzi, who had a touchdown a little bit earlier, gets another catch.
Got about 5 of the 10. Did you see the Hilton Head Christian sideline? A lot of guys gasping for breath. This has been a very
up and down
moving.
The field, yeah.
Absolutely.
Right away, Shin takes it. He tries to keep it, and he's going to come up about 2 yards short of the first down. So Hayden Shin, who's been throwing some strikes so far tonight, decides to keep it himself, maybe try for the first down, but it will bring up third.
Trey Pouchet making the play defensively from the secondary to get Shin off his feet as he now looks over for a signal from the sideline.
As Shin gets his signal, we want to remind you that Village Park Homes is your true hometown builder. They're close to everything but far from ordinary. So with just over 9 minutes left in the second quarter, Hilton Head Christian Academy faced with a 3rd and 2. They're just inside the Thomas Heyward 20-yard line. Shin gets it. He's going to air it out again, throws it across the middle. He was looking for Jace Blackshear, but that's broken up, and Blackshear took a little bit of a hit on that, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Pouchet put the hit on him. Joseph Gibson actually got his hands on the football for Thomas Heyward. And it'll bring up a 4th and short. I don't think there's any doubt but that Christian Academy is going to go for it. As Peduzzi barks out the signals to his quarterback, Hayden Shin.
4th down and 2 now. Receivers are split on both sides. Shin takes it, and he's going to try to run with it, and I believe he's probably got the first down. So I think he stretched it out. I'm sure they'll maybe have to bring the chains out, but looked like he had enough for it, and by the way they look like they're marking it, I don't think they're going to have to bring the chains out. That's a first down. So Hayden Shin, instead of putting it up again, takes it up the middle himself, gets the Christian Academy Eagles a first down, and they've got 4 fresh ones.
At this level, the best way to pick up a couple of yards is often to spread the field out as wide as you can, let the quarterback keep the ball, and hope you're just one-on-one blocks. One of them works, and he can find a hole and scoot through. We're so used growing up to watching everybody pack in on those 4th and 2 situations. It's just the opposite.
So Christian Academy now from about the 17-yard line. Shin takes it, immediately gives it over there, and we're going to have a halfback option that almost was pulled off. Daniel Harrington, who was the quarterback last year, was given the ball to throw a halfback option, but it was well defended.
Bobby Payne got back on defense to tip the ball away. Harrington had his receiver open for a moment, J.P. Peduzzi. But again, a great defensive play by Bobby Payne.
Don't forget about our friends at Peacock Auto Mall. Find it all at Peacock Auto Mall. Second and 10 now from the Thomas Heyward 17. Hilton Head Christian threatening once again. Shin takes it, throws it to the left corner of the end zone, and that's incomplete.
Bring up a 3rd and 10. Really not much there, and Shin wisely threw it where nobody in a white shirt was going to get it for sure. You think it's a little hot night being the Eagle out there today?
I got to believe it's very hot to be in the Eagle outfit.
Shin comes back into the huddle after a quick conversation with the coaching staff. Great crowd here from Thomas Heyward. making a drive down 278.
Third and 10 now. Shin gets the ball, throws a strike, and it's almost picked off at about the 1 yard line there. Number 15, Joseph Gibson, was right there, and that's going to bring up 4th down for Christian Academy.
Joseph Gibson and Bobby Payne have been a great pair on that side of the field at the corners for Thomas Heyward. On the play before it was Payne. On that play it was Gibson getting his hands on it.
Don't forget that the MVP award at the end of the game is brought to you by the Charles Sampson team at Charter One Realty. 4th down now. Christian Academy's going for it. Shin airs it out. And he had a man, but it was broken up there. Number 1, Trey Pouchet, who's done it all so far tonight, breaks it up, and Thomas Heyward will get the ball back.
Brennan Students was the intended receiver on the slant route, but all over him was Trey Pouchet. Makes the play defensively, and after Hilton Head Christian makes a good defensive stand, Thomas Heyward comes in and makes one.
So with 8:02 left here in the second quarter, Thomas Heyward gets the ball back. They're on their own about 16.5 yard line or so with a 1st down.
And we've had a timeout called on the field. We will take one for Village Park Homes. 19-14 in favor of Thomas Heyward.
Welcome to the new Southern Carpet Wholesale. I guess after 16 years, we just got a little too big for our britches. That's right, the largest stocking dealer in the Lowcountry just got a little bigger, and nobody beats our prices. So come visit our brand new 12,000 square foot showroom and warehouse. It's chock full of wood, vinyl, ceramic, and of course, carpet. We're located in the Beaufort Town Center on Boundary Street, and remember, we go to Dalton, so you don't have to.
Thomas Heyward now with 1st down from their own 17. They lead at 19-14. Things started out with J.R. Patterson from 20 yards for Thomas Heyward. They went up 7-0. Daniel Harrington caught a 35-yard touchdown pass to tie it, and we've traded touchdowns since then. And on 1st down, number 6 there, River Pender picks up about 5.
Defensive play made by Christian Academy's big number 66, Dargan Cherry, who we saw actually get to carry the football on offense on a busted play earlier.
Something he wasn't planning on doing this evening for sure. 2nd and 5 now for Thomas Heyward. Masters keeps it, and he's maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
If you can say, and I couldn't even say that, snowed under on a night like tonight, he certainly was by the Christian Academy defense. Max Lowry applying the final blow.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 5 now.
64, Ben Pierlick, a junior, making the first hit.
Christian Academy looking to come up with a stoppage here to get that ball back. Masters is running it. He's going to go up the right side. He's got some room to run.
Hey, it's my birthday!
And let's see how close he comes to getting the 1st down. He's just about on it.
Chains are all the way on the other side of the field. We'll see if they bring them over. Yes, they're going to do that.
Yes, the officials are going to call a timeout to see what they can do here. We're going to go to a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
The best bargains in the Lowcountry are at the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store in Beaufort. Stop in and see the selection and feel good knowing all items in the store are donated and all profits from them stay local to help families in need. There's 50% off colored tagged items every day, and you can also help by donating clothing, furniture, and other items in good, clean condition. All donations to the Salvation Army are tax deductible. Visit the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store at 164 Robert Smalls Parkway in Beaufort.
So, referee Jeremy Langdale has looked at it, and he has given Thomas Heyward a first down, so they've got a fresh set of 4. It was close and hard to tell from clear across the field. Christian Academy did what they could, but Heyward's able to pick it up. Turbyville Insurance, once again, we want to remind you, they are your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry.
Jake Masters with the job of replacing Logan Thomas. I don't know if you can do that at Thomas Heyward. He was there for a long time.
Masters takes it, gives it to River Pender, who's going to try to get a few. And he does. He picks up about 5.
Defensive stop made there by junior Daniel Harrington.
Obviously, Christian Academy doesn't want them to plod downfield, but they certainly want to make sure they're not giving up any more of these big plays. 2nd and 5 now for Thomas Heyward.
Death by 1,000 cuts rather than being bludgeoned.
Masters takes it, and he's going to get enough for another first down. Gets it out to about the 42-yard line, so Masters is starting to do it on its own. It's giving his running backs a little bit of a break as they've been busy so far in the first half of this game.
Keegan Monahan making the stop for Hilton Head Christian, but it's a 1st and 10 for the Rebels.
Jacob Masters looking at the sidelines, looking over to head coach Nick Shuford. Get some instructions here. Once again, both quarterbacks operating out of the shotgun all evening. Masters takes it. River Pender gets the ball, goes up the middle, and he picks up about 8.
Pender gets more yards with his hand on the ground.
Yeah, he did a great job.
He's on his way down, plants the hand, and scurries for a couple of more.
So he's made it so they only have about 2nd and a long 2 or so.
Pender comes out just to be replaced by a guy who averaged 150 yards a game last year. J.R. Patterson scored on a 20-yarder to open up the scoring in this one.
And he's only a sophomore. Nick Shuford's not too happy about that, and J.R. Patterson gets the ball, and he gets a first down. So they are now in Christian Academy territory. They get it down to about the 48-yard line, and here comes the Thomas Heyward running machine again.
Mike Bacon, the center, John Hewlett, the right guard, Dalton Hayes, the right tackle, making key blocks on that run by Patterson.
OT Decor, thank you, one of our sponsors, OT Decor, who offers unique lighting designs. Visit their website, otdecor.com, to find the perfect accent to your home. Pender takes it, throws it over to the right side, and you wonder what might have been trying to develop there. It'll be an incomplete pass, but you almost think it was a pass over there to number 23, who is Bobby Payne, who was maybe going to throw the ball downfield from there.
Maybe. Nick Shuford having a chat with Bobby after the pass went awry. It'll be 2nd and 10.
4:06 left in the first half here. Thomas Heyward leads at 19-14. There goes J.R. Patterson, bobbling it a little bit. Looks like he gets about 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 6 or 7.
Ben Viljak making the stop for Hilton Head Christian. Thomas Heyward began this march with 8:02 left on the clock. They've been at it for almost 4.5 minutes. They began it at their own 16-yard line. They've still got quite a bit of real estate to cover. 45 yards.
It's been a slow but steady march down the field.
Milking the clock.
3rd and 7 now. Patterson in the backfield. This time Masters is going to throw it up. And right there we're going to have a flag go down. And we might have a roughing the receiver on Daniel Harrington.
Pass was intended for Bruza Pouchet.
Foul. Hitting the player in the head, targeting on the defense, 15 yards. First down.
And that's one way for Thomas Heyward to get a first down. So on a play where it looked like it was going to bring up fourth down, we have a roughing hitting in the head, and that's going to get Thomas Heyward deeper into Hilton Head Christian Academy territory.
First and 10 on the targeting call. Said he hit his helmet with his head. Of course, officials have to be very careful trying to protect the players, particularly at this age, from those helmet-to-helmet hits.
It almost looked inadvertent. Okay, first down from just inside the 30 for Thomas Heyward Academy, and the Christian Academy Eagles do a lot of swarming there, and there's nothing happening there for J.R. Patterson. One of the few times he's been stopped in the backfield tonight.
Bulldog Lanier, Jackson Lanier, number 22, 27, Maximilian Lowry, among those in the pile for Christian Academy.
Under 3 minutes now in the first half. Hilton Head Exterminators, keeping Lowcountry homes and businesses bug-free for nearly 50 years. HiltonHeadExterminators.com. Masters hands it off, and just like that, it goes to Trey Pouchet, and he's down around another first down for Heyward Academy.
Senior Wesley Warner had to run him down from behind as Pouchet gets loose again. What a great job of open field running he has put on tonight. Whether it be during regular plays, of course, the punt return touchdown.
He hits the hole so fast and then is crafty with the way he's dodging everybody, and he's been a handful for Christian Academy so far tonight, and they're going to need to find a way to get him under control. So first and 10 now from the 20-yard line. Thomas Heyward threatening again. They lead at 19-14. Masters hands it to River Pender, and he's going to lose one on that play.
Ben Viljak making the defensive play for Christian Academy.
We're under 2 minutes now. Christian Academy looking to thwart off this Thomas Heyward drive.
They've had the ball for better than 6 minutes on this drive.
That's one way to stop the other team from scoring, is don't let them have the ball.
There you go.
Masters once again in the shotgun. River Pender the only one in the backfield with them. Receivers are split wide to kind of spread out the defense. Here comes Masters to the right side. He's going to air it out, and he throws it into a crowd, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
Pass was intended for Trey Pouchet, coming out of the backfield.
He's done everything else so far tonight. You might as well try to have him catch a pass and do something with it. Don't forget to stick around at halftime for the Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet halftime show. Bob and I will be going over the first half and what we think might happen in the second half.
Jeff Shane will be talking with Hilton Head Christian Academy Athletic Director Kenny Conroy.
A true friend of WHHI-TV.
Absolutely.
3rd and 11 now for Heyward Academy. Snap goes and the ball's on the ground, and Christian Academy has it right there. Number 75, Ethan June, was right there to fall on it, and just like that, they get the ball back with 1:17 left in the second half. So when it looked as though Thomas Heyward was on a slow, steady drive to get some more points on the board, a miscue between Jake Masters and his running back, and Christian Academy's back in business.
You force a turnover at Christian Academy, you get possession of those shoulder pads with the spikes on them. Love it.
Got it. I like it.
It's out of the movies. And he gets it until someone else creates a turnover. First turnover of the game for Thomas Heyward. And now, with 1:17 left, the Eagles have a chance to take the lead back into the locker room.
And Shin's wasting no time. He's going to throw it over a little dump pass. Try there to number 23, Daniel Harrington. That's incomplete. He wants to be careful down here, and we have a flag on the ground.
Up, they're going to pick it up. Second down.
They're going to pick it up now, no call, and
They couldn't come up with something weird enough to match some
we've
of the
already
calls
seen
they made
two
earlier.
so far tonight that we've never
Okay.
heard of before. Don't be naughty on the sideline, and don't interfere with an onside kick if you're trying to catch it in the air. Second and 10 now. Shin back again under a little pressure from the right side, but he throws a strike across the middle. That goes right into the arms of number 5, Jace Blackshear. And that's going to be a first down. So Hilton Head Christian Academy trying to get a little something on the board here before halftime.
The freshman catching the slant in pass and stopping the clock while they move the chains.
Shin takes it again. They'll keep it in the air this entire drive, as this is where they've had all their offense. He airs it down the right side and he overthrows, and it's intercepted by number 1, Trey Pouchet, just the man they don't want running the ball. And he takes it all the way back down. Let's see where he ended up. Down into Christian Academy territory, and we have a hanky with it.
And I believe that came at the end of the play, which will let Thomas Heyward keep the football, most likely. 46 seconds left till halftime.
The change of possession. We got personal foul on White. That 15-yard penalty be administered from the spot of the foul. First down, Heyward.
So we had somebody down there in the pile giving somebody else the business for Thomas Heyward Academy, and we're going to walk back 15.
Now it's Nick Schufert asking for an explanation. What did my guys do? Well, they're going to get the football. They're going to have 46 seconds left.
And they're going to be starting from their own 47.5-yard line or so. So 53 yards from pay dirt with 46 seconds left from Thomas Heyward. We have a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Home is that magical spot where weekends happen. It's tea parties and superheroes. It's one more bedtime story. It's your firsts, your lasts, and everything in between. Home is where you belong. We get it. Whether it's your first home, your next home, or your dream home, we want to build you the very best home for your life. Let us help you get started. VillageParkHomes.com. Close to everything, far from ordinary.
Okay, first down now for Thomas Heyward from their own 47-yard line or so. 47.5, closer to the 48. 46 seconds left. So they're going to see now that they have the ball back if they can make a little something happen here. Handoff goes there. Number 23, Bobby Payne. Not much happening.
A good job by the interior defensive line of Hilton Head Christian, Ethan June, Kent Camp, Dargan Sherry, and Keegan Monahan to force him outside where the containment was there.
Clock is running. We're under 20 seconds now. And I'd say there's probably a chance Heyward will run one more play, see if they can get a big one out of it, and then maybe let it run out of it. That doesn't happen. Masters back to pass. He airs it out down the middle, and it's picked off there by number 21, J.P. Peduzzi. So he's caught a touchdown pass tonight, had a couple extra points, and now he picks off the ball. So with 4 seconds left, Christian Academy gets the ball back.
Chance to throw one deep.
And Hayden Shin can do that.
He certainly can.
If not a completion, maybe get a flag on the play and get down into field goal range. J.P. Peduzzi can kick it pretty good, so maybe give him a chance for 3 more.
60 or 72 yards away in these 4 seconds.
Is that a 52-degree wedge? Is that how far that is? No? A little more than that?
You're the coach.
Okay. Hayden Shin now in the shotgun, 1st and 10 with 4 seconds left. He gets some pressure, and he's going to go ahead and take it out of bounds, and that's going to run out the clock here in the first half. So, first half comes to a close. Thomas Heyward Academy leads it 19-14. We'll be back with the Mike Rickenbosch Chevrolet halftime show. Bob Stevens, myself, and Jeff Shane right after this.
Home is that magical spot where weekends happen. It's tea parties and superheroes. It's one more bedtime story. It's your first, your last, and everything in between. Home is where you belong. We get it. Whether it's your first home, your next home, or your dream home, we want to build you the very best home for your life. Let us help you get started. VillageParkHomes.com. Close to everything, far from ordinary.
We welcome you into the Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet halftime show. Chris Tremblay joined by Bob Stevens on my left, Jeff Shane on my right. Let's do a quick recap of scoring. Thomas Heyward leads at 19-14. It all started in the first quarter. J.R. Patterson for Thomas Heyward took a ball 20 yards on the right side to go ahead and put them up 7-0. Then just after that, Daniel Harrington caught a 35-yard touchdown pass from Hayden Shin to tie it up at 7. Thomas Heyward takes the lead back again on a Trey Pouchet 21-yard run to take it ahead 13-7 as the extra point was blocked. Then J.P. Peduzzi on a 31-yard pass from Hayden Shin goes ahead and puts Christian Academy up 14-13. And then Trey Pouchet on a 50-yard punt return, the man that they don't want touching the ball, Hilton Head Christian Academy, puts them up 19-14 when the two-point conversion failed. Bob, the recipe obviously for Thomas Heyward Academy is the run. They've done that well all night.
They have. They struck quickly early in the game. There were 4 touchdowns scored in that first quarter, and a 5th touchdown scored early in the second. The first 12 and a half minutes was where all the scoring was done, but then they were able to grind it out late in the quarter. They had a longer than 6-minute drive there toward the end of the second quarter. It just kind of ground down Hilton Head Christian, but they didn't score, and that's huge in this game.
Christian Academy is really starting to get a beat on everybody in the game but Trey Pouchet.
Yeah, Pouchet has been dynamite, and to have him in the backfield with Patterson alternating off, they don't usually are in there at the same time, very lethal weapons for Thomas Heyward.
So as much as the passing game is working for Hilton Head Christian Academy, do you think we're going to keep it in the air in the second half with Hayden Shin?
Well, it's hit and miss, and I think the future of this offense is to spread the ball around with the passing game, and it's the first game. It's Hayden Shin's first time playing in the Lowcountry. They've got to get their timing down, but when their timing has been on, they have hit for some big gains. We may not see a lot of that here in the second half, but they're laying the foundation for the rest of the season, and they can be very potent if they get the timing down.
Well, a great wide receiver, special player core for Hilton Head Christian. They were playing 7-on-7s this summer and beating May River and Beaufort High and playing 7-on-7. They've got some skill players.
They absolutely do. You saw what Daniel Harrington can do coming out of the backfield. Floyd Hargrove was their running back last year, part of that whole domino effect. He's now at wideout. He's going to get more time. We've seen some catches by Brennan Student. We've seen some other catches. In time, this is going to be a very potent offense.
When Hayden Shin first came out, he looked a little like Brett Favre at the beginning of the game. He had the hard balls going, but he's really thrown some strikes.
He really has, and that was kind of the whole point of the first half is this constant settle down, get into your game. He was overthrowing everybody, and when he wasn't overthrowing, he threw some into the ground. Now we're starting to see him at least be in the catchable range with his receivers.
So here we are at halftime. Thomas Heyward Academy leads at 19-14. The recipe for them has been the run. For Hilton Head Christian Academy, the recipe has been the pass. Let's see what happens in the second half. When we come back, Jeff will be joined by Hilton Head Christian Academy Athletic Director Kenny Conroy right after this.
Turbyville Insurance Agency has you covered in Beaufort, Bluffton, and throughout the Lowcountry. We are your independent insurance agency who will give you choices for peace of mind on your home, auto, business, life, health, and retirement plans by finding the best combination of price, coverage, and service.
At Turbyville Insurance, we'll keep up with your changing insurance needs and are committed to customer satisfaction. Call us today and experience the Turbyville difference.
Before TCL, I served in the military for 5 years. So I knew I didn't want to be a single mom in the military, so I did decide to go to school. My whole family has graduated from TCL and has had great success here. Right now, I'm a recent nurse graduate. I want to be a nurse practitioner. I can't think of what TCL hasn't done for me. I am Thomasina Smalls, and I made it happen no matter what.
Hilton Head Island's pristine beaches are one reason the area has boomed over the past 50 years, and Hilton Head Exterminators was there in the beginning. We covered the island, protecting homes and businesses as the island's first pest control company. Since then, we've expanded to protect homes and businesses beyond the island into Bluffton and the surrounding Lowcountry. Everywhere you look, you'll see one of our vehicles. Hilton Head Exterminators, here in the beginning, and we're still here, growing along with the communities we protect.
19-14, Thomas Heyward ahead of Hilton Head Christian at halftime. I'm Jeff Shane. I'm pleased to be joined by the Hilton Head Christian Athletic Director, Kenny Conroy. Great crowd tonight, and maybe just another sign of how Hilton Head Christian football is on the rise.
Yeah, well, it's a great crowd. Thomas Heyward always brings a great crowd. They're great people over there, and they travel very well. So, and first game of the year, they always come out of the woodwork at Hilton Head Christian Academy, and they'll be here six more times this year supporting the varsity football team.
Last year, first year under head coach Ron Peduzzi, got to the playoffs, 5-5 record, a good building block for this year.
Yeah, great. Ron does a great job with the kids. He brings some fun plays into action, and it's not just run left, run right, run up the middle. He has every play in the book that he throws out there, and the kids enjoy playing that kind of a style of football.
Yeah, I counted 4 trick plays in the first half alone.
I'm sure he has 4 more for the second half.
Well, that's kind of what I was wondering. And because of that enthusiasm, when you hired him, the numbers were starting to slide a little bit. It looks like you've got your numbers back on the football roster.
Yeah, of course, when you bring somebody like Ron in, who was here as an assistant before he got the head job, he's a great little motivator, and he barks a lot, and he does a lot of the right things to get kids enthused about playing. And when you have somebody like that and you respect them and trust them, they all jump on board.
Tell us what's going on with the rest of the Hilton Head Christian Athletic Department. You have a state championship in boys soccer. I remember that. What else is going on?
Yeah, we had that. In the spring, the end of the golf team finished a couple shots out of winning the state championship, so they were runner-up. Soccer, we got a lot of kids back again. It's going to be exciting. Our girls volleyball team is very, very good this year and should have a good chance of winning it all. Swimming, the girls swimming and boys swimming always is very competitive in the States. So it's always a fun time of year in the fall, and then we all look forward to basketball season.
Absolutely. And, of course, 2 years from now, the plan is to move over to the new Bluffton campus. Have you got all the fields picked out in your office and everything?
Well, I don't know about offices, but I've seen the plans of the fields and the field house, and it's going to be an exciting time, and we look forward to moving out there and growing and becoming a staple out in the Bluffton area.
And we look forward to covering the first game out there when you have the chance to host it. 19-14, Thomas Christian ahead of Hilton Head, or Thomas Heyward ahead of Hilton Head Christian. We thank Kenny Conroy for joining us at halftime. We'll be right back with the second half kickoff right after this.
Your home is one of your greatest investments, so why let just anyone protect it? Come see our professional team at Kinghorn Insurance of Beaufort. As an independent insurance agency, Kinghorn and Beaufort can provide customized coverage to meet your needs, from flood and water damage to windstorm protection. Our team has the expertise and experience to meet your needs. We proudly represent the Sage Sure family of companies, so come see why we've been earning trust and building relationships since 1898.
And we welcome you into the second half of the Independent Bowl here on the campus of Hilton Head Christian Academy, as they like to call it. Eagle Nation. I'm Chris Tremblay along with Bob Stevens. Jeff Shane's on the sidelines, keeping us up to speed with what's going on there. Christian Academy is going to kick it to start the second half. JP Peduzzi boots it not very far. They're looking to get the ball back. They're signaling as if they do. Let's see if the referees agree with them. See what the officials have to say. They certainly appear to have it. It looks like JP Peduzzi fell on his own ball. Did it go far enough?
That's the key. Referees pushing the Eagles back while the officials confer. Did it go the 10 yards before it was touched? Yep, they're going to give it to Thomas Heyward.
Thomas
because
Heyward
it
will
did
get
not
the ball.
go far enough. Yep, needed to cross the 50. And so on the other side of the 50, the Rebels will take over first down. Still pleading his case for Hilton Head Christian is kicker JP Peduzzi.
For good reason. It looked like it was awfully close, and it might have hit one of the Rebels there. And that's when he got his hands on it. But the officiating staff says no, and Thomas Heyward will take it over. And now they're going to give an explanation to Coach Ron Peduzzi.
Yep.
And I think Ron Peduzzi's got a case to state here, but unfortunately they don't get to watch a replay and change it over.
So Christian Academy trying to change the momentum with the opening kickoff of the second half. They are denied, and Thomas Heyward will take over first down, 49 yards from a score.
Here comes quarterback Jake Masters with his running entourage.
River Pender back there with him now.
Masters takes it in, gives it to Pender, and Pender's got the better part of about 7 or 8 yards. And they're looking to just move it downfield with the run. Every time they tried to put it up in the air, they really didn't have the success they were looking for, but running it on the ground was their recipe in the first half. If not for a turnover right near the end of the first half, they might have had more. They lead it now 19-14. Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet, before you buy, give us a try. And River Pender gets it again, and he's going to try to get a first down. I think he's going to come up just short, depending on the mark.
Boy, how good is this Thomas Heyward running game when Trey Pouchet and J.R. Patterson aren't even out there, and they're still able to march for a first down. They did not play early in that 8-minute drive late in the second quarter either.
Third and a short one. Masters is going to run with it, and he's got some room, and he's got it, and he's down to about the 26-yard line. So Jake Masters takes it right up the middle, gets through the first wave, and we've got a little bit of excitement going on here now back at the 45-yard line. We have a flag on the field, and let's see what the call is going to be.
Got dead ball, personal foul on the offense.
And that's going to bring it backwards, and Coach Nick Schufert is not going to be happy about that.
Now Mike Bacon, the center, and Ethan June, the defensive tackle for Hilton Head Christian, getting into it a little bit after the play.
It doesn't appear as though they were exchanging addresses.
Play, we got dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the offense. The play resulted in a first down. The penalty will be administered 15 yards from the end of the run. We'll reset the chains. First down.
So they say it was after the play was over, the roughness call. So that's when the altercation happened. So they're going to give them the first down. Just going to make them do it from a little further behind. There's the run. But then we had a little activity behind the play, and
we never get to see the good stuff. Okay, so first down for Thomas Heyward from the Christian Academy 43-yard line. 3 men split wide, and everybody was moving before the ball did.
Dead ball, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
And that'll bring up 1st and 15.
You know, we're early into the third quarter before we get the first false start penalty, and it's against the team that's already played a game. Hilton Head Christian's been clean from that standpoint. They have not had any procedure penalties, false start penalties, whatever, in their season opener.
Something I can tell you we did not see last year. I remember last year's opener, and it was a hanky fest.
J.R. Patterson now back in at running back behind Jake Masters for Thomas Heyward.
The sophomore is a weapon, and he's going to get the ball and try the left side on the end there, and he cuts it back to the middle, and he's going to get close to 10 yards.
Great cutback move by Patterson, as he was on an island out there, but then pulls away and bulls his way up to near the 40-yard line.
Did not play last week. He's only a sophomore. This is going to bring up a 2nd and about 7 now. Patterson gets it again, and just as soon as he gets it, he's met by Ben Viljak, who was the leading tackler for Christian Academy last year, and he almost got to the ball before J.R. Patterson did.
Great read by Viljak. Little spark coming out of the locker room for Christian Academy here in the second half. 3rd down, 7.
So Heyward, you would think in a throwing situation, they haven't had a lot of luck in the air. They've got 3 men set up wide, and there's trouble now between the exchange. Masters loses it. Christian Academy falls on it, and they're going to have the ball back. So they didn't get the onside kick that started the second half, but little karma here, and they get it back, and they're going to have a first down.
The former quarterback, Dargan Cherry, with the agility to make the stretch out and cradle that football after the fumble. 2nd turnover for Thomas Heyward. And now Christian Academy basically back in the position they had hoped to be after the onside kick to start the second half. Maybe
so we're back to where they wanted it to start. We're just 3 minutes in. Technical College of the Lowcountry. Don't forget to make it happen no matter what. And now there's a bad snap right there, and Thomas Heyward Academy looks like they're going to get the ball right back.
So they tried the quick snap to the freshman, Jace Blackshear, and it was low, and now we've got a bunch of flags in the air. Teammates doing a pretty good job on both sides of going and grabbing their players and trying to get them out of it so we don't have a complete melee here. There was going to be the direct snap, got away. 3 Heyward players around it, and it looked like in the end, Bobby Payne ended up with it.
Blackshear tried to fall on it, couldn't quite get the handle, and Thomas Heyward was able to get the ball back.
Now the police are going to have to decide who's going to get charged here.
There was a whole lot of speeding going on, and they're trying to figure out who's going to get the tickets. Nick Shuford letting his team know that he's not real happy with what's happening out there.
The assistant coaches getting the lecture from our referee, Jeremy Langdale.
After the play, we got dead ball, personal foul on Hilton Head Christian. We got dead ball on sportsmanlike, number 5, White. Those penalties all set, got first down.
So after all that, we have offsetting penalties. We do have a first down for Thomas Heyward Academy, and we're going to pick it up from there as things are starting to get a little heated down there on the field.
A hot August night.
A hot August night, and we're only a couple minutes into the third quarter. We still have a long way to go here. 8:52 left in the third quarter. Thomas Heyward Academy leads it 19-14. Coach Nick Schuford throwing in some instructions to his guys. Charles Sampson Realty is the MVP award presenter. Don't forget to go ahead and check out the Charles Sampson team at Charter One Realty.
Jeremy Langdale now over talking to Ron Peduzzi and the Eagles sideline. Just trying to nip it in the bud, as our good friend Barney Fife would say.
Yes. So first down now for Thomas Heyward. They get the ball back. Masters keeps it up the left side. He's going to have a first down. And he's rustled out of bounds after picking up some on a fake handoff there to River Pender. And Masters is trying to get himself a little bit more into this running game.
Wesley Warner and the freshman Jace Blackshear on the tackle. Looks like we've got a first down. We've got an injured player down for Hilton Head Christian.
We do. We have an injured Hilton Head Christian Academy player. We're going to have a Village Park Homes timeout.
Hilton Head Island's pristine beaches are one reason the area has boomed over the past 50 years, and Hilton Head Exterminators was there in the beginning. We covered the island, protecting homes and businesses as the island's first pest control company. Since then, we've expanded to protect homes and businesses beyond the island into Bluffton and the surrounding Lowcountry. Everywhere you look, you'll see one of our vehicles. Hilton Head Exterminators, here in the beginning, and we're still here, growing along with the communities we protect.
The life lessons that I learned playing football are priceless and started much earlier than my NFL career. As part of a team, I learned accountability, discipline, and the value of hard work. But the most important lesson is safety. Keep your kids safe during practice and during the game. Educate yourself and your kids. Learn the symptoms of concussions and how to prevent them. Everything starts with fundamentals, but remember, safety is first. For more information, visit peacockloves.com.
And let's go to Jeff Shane down on the sideline.
Thanks, gents. How much can one player affect the timing of an entire team? That first skirmish involved Thomas Heyward's center, Mike Bacon. He was sent to the sideline. His replacement, John Hewlett, missed a couple of snaps, a false start and then a high snap that affected a handoff that Dargan Cherry recovered for Hilton Head Christian. Now, fortunately, the turnover has gone back the other way, but keep an eye on the middle of the Thomas Heyward line as long as Mike Bacon is not in the lineup. Guys?
Boy, great point there, Jeff. Thanks. That sideline report once again is brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry.
Jeff's next assignment will be to check out the situation there with Keegan Monahan, who has been helped off the field after he was the player who went down for Christian Academy.
Thomas Heyward threatening to up their lead. They lead at 19-14. They're down to the Christian Academy 24. There goes the ball right there to Bobby Payne around the right side, and he's jumping and going and jumping and going, and he is in for a TCL touchdown. So once again, the ground attack proves lethal for Thomas Heyward as Bobby Payne went around the right side, broke a few tackles, and just kept going right down to the corner.
And after he broke at the tackle attempt of Floyd Hargrove stayed down on the ground. He is back up now and headed back to the Christian Academy huddle. He got dinged up early in the game as well, so that's the second time he's really gone down in this one. Keegan Monahan still on the sidelines. He's had to come out a couple of times in this one as well.
Thomas Heyward now is opening this one up a little bit. They're going to be up by more than one score after this extra point. And it appears that C.J. Cleland has come in and they're going to try to kick it. He's had one block so far, and they tried a two-point conversion that didn't pan out. So I guess they figured they're just going to put it back down and put it on the foot of Cleland and see if he can knock it through there. Snaps a little high, ball is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So as we move to break, Thomas Heyward Academy has opened up a 26-14 lead here in the Independent Bowl. We'll be back right after this.
Turbyville Insurance Agency has you covered in Beaufort, Bluffton, and throughout the Lowcountry. We are your independent insurance agency who will give you choices for peace of mind on your home, auto, business, life, health, and retirement plans by finding the best combination of price, coverage, and service. At Turbyville Insurance, we'll keep up with your changing insurance needs and are committed to customer satisfaction. Call us today and experience the Turbyville difference.
So with 8:25 left in the third quarter, Bobby Payne takes the ball around the right side and scampers 24 yards into the end zone to up Thomas Heyward Academy's lead to 26-14. CJ Cleland in to kick it off here. Christian Academy looking to get it back and get some more on the board. Not a deep kick, but a kick nonetheless that wasn't handled very well by number 3, Floyd Hargrove, and Christian Academy will take it over at about the 30-yard line.
Second time in a game now that Thomas Heyward has capitalized on a turnover. They took about the second play of the game from Hilton Head Christian and punched it in for an early touchdown, and that time they take the fumble in the backfield and turn it into 7 more. 26-14 Rebels. Hayden Shin back out checking the plays, the formations, and the condition of the turf out in the middle of the field.
And I would say there's a good chance we're going to see the ball in the air a lot now with them trailing by 12. Of course, now he has to run it because of the bad snap. And he picks up about 2 yards, so that'll bring up 2nd and 8.
River Pender in on the play for Thomas Heyward, and also 65 John Hewlett.
Village Park Homes, your true hometown builder. Close to everything, far from ordinary. Second and 8 now for Christian Academy. Shin takes it, he rolls to the right, he's got a little time to pick up a target, and he certainly does. JP Peduzzi fighting for everything he's got, and he gets it over midfield into Thomas Heyward territory down to about the 47-yard line.
Terrific knowledge of where the boundary was there for Peduzzi, as he's going to catch this pass, take a step forward, but then straight back. He never got too close where somebody could just bump him out of bounds, kept going forward.
Great sense of where he was on the field. Yep. 7:30 now left in the third quarter. Shin back there checking out his plays again on the forearm. Had a little trouble with the snap the last few plays, and there's another one right there, another low one, and he gets hit. River Pender picks it up. River Pender's trying to go to the end zone. Ben Viljak fortunately ran him down.
They're going to rule that his arm was going forward and call it an incomplete pass.
So a break there for Christian Academy. That was awfully close to being a fumble.
Well, Shin having to pick up the snaps off his shoe tops these last 3 or 4 plays.
Let's go over to Jeff Shane with a sideline report.
Update from the Hilton Head sideline. It's been a very tough night for Keenan Monahan. First, he had his elbow worked on in the first half. You saw him come off the field with an injury in the knee area. They worked a little bit on his knee. They worked a little bit on his quad. I'm not sure which is which. He's up off the bench. He's trying to walk it off. He's got his helmet in his hands. We'll see if he comes back later. Guys?
Hayden Shin rolling to his right, and he's got a target there. That's number 2, Brennan Students, who gets him down for a first down. That sideline report that Jeff just had is sponsored by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry.
Great play by Students to not only make the play, but then again, yards after the catch. So big before Pouchet knocks him out of bounds.
So Shin and Students keep the drive alive on third down. Christian Academy trying to get into this Thomas Heyward Academy lead here. They trail by 12. Shin, a little better snap that time, throws it in the left corner. And I think it was intended for Jace Blackshear, but he wasn't even sure it was coming.
Bring up a second down for Hilton Head Christian. Got bacon grease on that football. Nobody could catch it.
It looked a little slippery.
big crowd of students and parents here. We get ready to go back to school.
Terrific group for opening night.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 10 now for Christian Academy. 6:47 left in the third quarter. They trail by 12. Shin in the backfield by himself, and they're really having trouble with that snap, and Chase Blackshear had trouble with that catch, but are they ruling that was a lateral pass and that was a live ball? They must be.
Well, Blackshear was sure going to play it out. We'll see if they
and
give him the
Blackshear is
forward
not getting up
not.
very quickly. We have an official timeout, a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
We are Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy partner.
The Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation has been providing local high school graduates in Beaufort, Jasper, and Hampton counties with scholarships for over 25 years. The Education Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization formed to support and raise funds for continuing education. Donations are vital to the success of the program. To become involved or to contribute to the Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation, contact HBA staff today.
So Jace Blackshear, the injured Eagle, is now off the field. Hayden Shin takes it, rolls to his right, does a little cutting. Ball slips out of his hand. He's lucky to get on it, and Bob, the ball's getting slippery, and we're seeing some injuries.
Yeah, that was the ball with the bacon grease on it.
That was it, yeah.
A little earlier. Shin has had trouble with low snaps earlier in this series. That time he got the snap clean, and then he couldn't hang on to it. A hot, humid August night, and it's now 4th down and about 16 for Hilton Head Christian. They're going to go for it with 5.5 left here in the third quarter.
The heat's still on here. It's starting to get in the evening. It's still about 85 degrees. Shin throws it down the right side. He's got a man. He's got a touchdown. And right there, number 23, Daniel Harrington gets a TCL touchdown for Christian Academy on a beautifully thrown ball by Hayden Shin in the right corner.
Yeah, just a wonderful pitch and catch from Shin to Harrington. Harrington split the two defenders down in the corner, caught the ball, and the forward progress took him into the end zone for the touchdown.
Daniel Harrington with his second touchdown catch of the night gets Christian Academy a little bit closer.
There you see the Christian Academy sideline afterwards.
JP Peduzzi in to tack on the extra point. And we have a false start on the offense.
5-yard penalty, retry.
They're going to back them up 5.
So JP Peduzzi is going to have to try this one from 25 yards. OT Decor. Thank you to our sponsor, OT Decor, who offers unique lighting designs. Visit their website, otdecor.com, to find out the perfect accent to your home. Daniel Harrington, who just caught the touchdown pass, he's the holder. JP Peduzzi's the kicker. High snap, Harrington gets it down, Peduzzi gets the kick up. The kick is good. So, just like that, Hilton Head Christian Academy strikes on a beautiful pass from Hayden Shin down into the right pylon there to Daniel Harrington, and they cut it to 26-21. We'll be back right after this.
Jeff Altoff here with Lowcountry Insurance. Let me ask you a couple questions. Do you trust your current insurance agent? Do you even know who your insurance agent is? We are a trusted choice independent insurance agency. We make insurance human. Our expert agents walk you through hand-picked options with language you can understand. We are local and here to help you. Give us a shout, Lowcountry Insurance.
So Hilton Head Christian Academy, just when they needed it, Hayden Shin strikes to Daniel Harrington, pulls the Eagles within 5, 5:19 left in the third quarter. JP Peduzzi to kick it off, and he gives this one a deep kick. Taken there by number 23.
Bobby Payne.
Bobby Payne. He gets it out to about the 35-yard line where Thomas Heyward Academy will take over offensively.
Got a flag down as well at the end of the play at the 35.
Now face mask during the return on the kicking team. 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
So just like that, it looks like Thomas Heyward is going to have to go a ways, and now they're going to get it out to midfield to start things. The penalties haven't been abundant tonight, but when they've come out, they've been severe.
Yeah, they've hurt. Yeah, not the usual false starts and illegal motion penalties. We've had them be the 15-yarders. That's going to bring them out to midfield.
Right there to midfield.
Wow.
So Thomas Heyward Academy starting with a short field. They lead at 26-21. J.R. Patterson in the backfield with Jake Masters. Trey Pouchet, who's been Mr. Everything tonight, he's now in motion, and he gets the ball around the right side. And J.R. Patterson with a nice block, but Pouchet isn't able to take it very far for one of his shortest runs of the night. He gets about 5.
Good defensive play there by Dargan Cherry, the senior offensive and defensive lineman. He's had a carry in this game. He's had a fumble recovery. And that time, maybe the biggest play of all, he chased down Pouchet and held him to a 5-yard gain.
What running weapons this Thomas Heyward Academy team has. I mean, Patterson, you know he's not really 100% yet. Just coming off an injury. Didn't play at all last week. He's the only one in the backfield with Masters. He takes it up the middle. He's got a first down and more. He picks up about 10, and just like that, Thomas Heyward Academy is down to the 35-yard line. So much easier when you have that short field.
And again, a great job by the offensive line of Thomas Heyward, blowing open the hole, and they had 2 offensive linemen who were still in front of Patterson when the play ended. They were down the field as quickly as he was.
Turbyville Insurance is your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. Masters keeps it, and he gets caught from behind, and there's going to be no gain there.
Bit of a high snap interrupted the timing of that. The defensive play made by Keegan Monahan. Good to see him back out there.
He plugged up a hole, made Masters cut it in, and there wasn't much there.
He's hurt his elbow, he's hurt his knee, and yet he is still back out there here in the third quarter.
He's a football player. That's what they do. 2nd and 10 now. Bobby Payne in motion. Masters is going to keep it on the option, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards. It looks like the ball is on the ground. Let's see what they're going to rule. They're going to say he was down, and that'll bring up 3rd down. So they're looking about 3rd and 6 now, maybe a long 6.
Nick Schuford said in the pregame interview that he just wanted the team to play a little bit better, to cut out the little mistakes and just tighten things up a bit. They did early. They are bobbling it around a little bit here later.
Fatigue has to be setting in, has to be a bit of a factor. It's certainly the humidity hasn't helped a lot of them hold on to the ball. Masters under pressure. He gets away. He's signaling for who he wants to block where, and he's running for the sideline to get the first down, and he's awfully close to it.
Now watch Masters direct some traffic when he gets outside here before he makes a beeline for our camera. Safe spot.
And he's got them a fresh set of 4, so Thomas Heyward Academy keeps the drive alive. Looked like the Hilton Head Christian Academy had him in the backfield. They weren't quite able to grab him and hold him, and Masters gets away and picks up the first down. J.R. Patterson in the backfield with him, and he'll get the ball up the middle, and he's going to pick up about probably a good 4.
Ben Viljak a little slow getting up for Hilton Head Christian. Defensive play made by Dargan Cherry.
So the Thomas Heyward running machine is matriculating slowly down the field again.
They had a 7-minute drive at the end of the second quarter that ended up getting nothing. They turned it over.
Masters in the backfield, Payne in motion again. Payne gets it around the left side as a flag flies down on the ground. Generally, that's an indicator of offensive holding. Payne takes it in for what might be a TCL touchdown, but we're going to see what the flag's all about.
Yeah, that's why Payne went down in disgust. He said, made a great effort there, and I'm not going to get anything for it. There's a second flag.
On the far line over there,
Yep,
far sideline.
Jeremy Langdale will sort it all out.
Let us know what's happening. Hilton Head Exterminators, keeping Lowcountry homes and businesses bug-free for nearly 50 years.
So the whole game we've been talking about how cleanly both teams are playing it from the kind of penalties we're used to seeing early in the season, and Thomas Heyward gets called for illegal motion.
There you go.
First one of those we've had called.
So they're back to about 2nd and about 12 now. Masters keeps it. He's going to toe up the right side. He's going to go for that sideline again, and he doesn't have much going on. Let's go to Jeff Shane over on the sideline.
Guys, as you mentioned, Keegan Monahan is now back on the field for Hilton Head Christian. The question now is what is going on with freshman Jace Blackshear. You saw him come off. He had his knee worked on a little bit, but of late more the calf. And so he tried to walk it off, went back to the trainer's bench. He's sitting there. Also, Ben Viljak has come off the field a couple of times to get stretched because of cramps. Back to you guys.
All right, Jeff, thanks for that update. It is brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
3rd and 9 for Heyward Academy. Patterson in the backfield. Or is that River Pender? That's River Pender. Bobby Payne in motion. They're going to put it up in the air over to the left side. And it looked like Trey Pouchet was trying to get himself over a little farther to the left side there, and he couldn't do it, and that'll bring up 4th and 9.
Now, Masters and Payne had different routes in mind there. Masters was throwing the corner route. Payne was running more of a deep post and tried to make the adjustment, or rather Pouchet. So it'll bring up a 4th and 9. They're just deciding which play they're going to call. There's
no question
fancy here.
But this becomes interesting for Heyward Academy because passing hasn't been their strength tonight, so who potentially is going to run the ball? They're going to talk it over. We're going to go to a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Your home is one of your greatest investments, so why let just anyone protect it? Come see our professional team at Kinghorn Insurance of Beaufort. As an independent insurance agency, Kinghorn and Beaufort can provide customized coverage to meet your needs, from flood and water damage to windstorm protection. Our team has the expertise and experience to meet your needs. We proudly represent the Sage Sure family of companies, so come see why we've been earning trust and building relationships since 1898.
Have Have you been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, experiencing marital difficulties? Naird and Dubois are attorneys located on the south end of Hilton Head Island. With their extensive experience and knowledge of the law, they can help you on your legal matter. Naird and Dubois offer free initial consultation. So whether you have been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, or experiencing marital difficulties, call the attorneys of Naird and Dubois now to schedule an appointment to learn about your legal rights.
So Thomas Heyward Academy has now decided what they're going to do on 4th and 9. River Pender in the backfield with Jake Masters, 3 lined up on the left side. He's going to put it in the air, and he's going to throw a little down and out that's not going to work. And Hilton Head Christian Academy is held, and they're going to get the ball back with 37 seconds left in the third quarter.
Eagles.
So big stop once again. Yeah. Heyward Academy going down to threaten. They're thwarted.
Eagles again making the defensive stand and hanging in there. They've done really an excellent job of bending but not breaking and coming up with a series where they make enough plays to get the football back. Now they need to get the lead back here late in the third.
And they have the ball, so they have a chance. Hayden Shin, after a rocky start, his passing has really been spot on. The biggest issue he's had recently is handling the snaps, as quite a few of them have been low, and it's made it a little hard for him to have any timing or pick up receivers. Let's see if they can tidy that up a little bit. There's a good one, but he has trouble handling it. But he still gets the ball out there to Brennan Students, who I don't think he's going to get anything on that.
No, not much there. Great coverage by Joseph Gibson. He and Bobby Payne have done a great job in the secondary. When they have thrown away from those two, they've had some success. The touchdown pass to Harrington was against Caleb Tufts, and another member of that secondary. Eagles looks like they're going to call a timeout. We'll take a Village Park Homes timeout. Christian Academy down 5 as we turn to the fourth quarter.
Jeff Altoff here with Lowcountry Insurance. Let me ask you a couple questions. Do you trust your current insurance agent? Do you even know who your insurance agent is? We are a trusted choice independent insurance agency. We make insurance human. Our expert agents walk you through hand-picked options with language you can understand. We are local and here to help you. Give us a shout, Lowcountry Insurance.
And we are ready to begin in the fourth quarter here of the Independent Bowl. Thomas Heyward Academy leads 26-21. Hayden Shin takes it, tries to hit number 3, Floyd Hargrove, out in the flat. Comes up empty, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 9. So immediately they put themselves on the string here a little bit. They trail by 5. They stopped Thomas Heyward Academy on their last drive, and now they've got the ball back 3rd and 9. This is one drive they want to keep going. They haven't had the lead since they were ahead 14-13 in the first quarter.
Shin almost shaking off the sign from the sidelines. And now he'll put it up. Students trying to run under it.
I don't think he ever saw it.
No, shadowed by Joseph Gibson. And it'll bring up a 4th down. Brennan Students also the punter, so he'll have to come all the way back if they're going to kick it. Of course, he has kicked one rugby style. He also threw a pass on a fake. They're only 2 times they have been in punt formation in the game.
And the last time he did punt it away, Trey Pouchet took it 50 yards for a touchdown. So it should be interesting to see if he does kick it, in which direction he kicks it.
Yeah, as Jeff Shane told us, he was told not to kick it to Pouchet. Takes a couple of steps, lofts this one up.
Bobby Payne has that one.
He's almost as
Payne's
dangerous.
on the right, races on the right side, and there he goes down the right side, and he's going to return this for a TCL touchdown also. So for the second time tonight, Thomas Heyward gets into the end zone on a punt. Bobby Payne takes it, looks like he's going to get knocked out of bounds, cuts it up the right sideline, and nobody could get their hands on him. And now we see a flag down on the far side of the field.
That may bring it all back and be a huge break for Christian Academy. The flag at
During
the 25.
the return, after change of possession, we got personal foul, blindside block on the return team. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, first down.
And there's a big break for Christian Academy right there. Let's see if we can pick it up. Oh, there it is right there on Keegan Monahan. Or Dargan Cherry. I'm sorry, that was on Dargan Cherry. Yep, there it was, right in the back.
But again, a terrific play by Bobby Payne is nullified, and Thomas Heyward now has the ball at the Hilton Head Christian 40-yard line.
River Pender in the backfield with Jake Masters. Masters takes it, gives it to Pender. Pender goes forward. He picks up about 4.5 or so.
Viljak with the defensive play, just grabbed him right around the knees and hung on.
Are you getting a sense things are getting a little more heated down on the field?
Well, if the temperature wasn't making it hot enough, yeah, these two will give each other all they want, physically and verbally. We've had a officials timeout called here early in the fourth quarter. We'll take a Village Park Homes timeout.
Hilton Head PSD offers convenient and secure online billing. Just have your PSD bill handy and click on the online bill payment button at WHHPSD.com. You'll be guided through the steps to establish your online billing account. Their payment options allow you to set up recurring credit card payments, you can view your consumption history, and more. Remember to have your PSD bill handy when you visit HHPSD.com to get started. Hilton Head PSD, we're always working for you.
So as we come back, Thomas Heyward Academy has a 2nd and 6. Bobby Payne just returned a punt about half the length of the field for what appeared to be a touchdown, but an illegal block in the back nullified that. Masters takes it. He's going to throw it outside real quick, and the ball is dropped by Trey Pouchet. And he hasn't done much of dropping anything so far tonight, but that one he wasn't able to hold on to.
No, he just looking over the sideline in disbelief. How could I let that one get away? Because I had it, and I had some room in front of me.
Was he looking where he wanted to go before he got the ball?
He just didn't look it in, that's for sure.
So 3rd and 6 now. Christian Academy trying to hold Thomas Heyward from upping their lead now. Single back set. Masters takes it, pitches it to J.R. Patterson, who can't handle it, and Christian Academy appears to have the ball back. So Jacob Masters takes the snap, throws a high pitch to J.R. Patterson, who never gets the ball, and the Christian Academy Eagles get the ball back.
Jackson Lanier, they call him Bulldog, making the play on defense. Lanier, another of the freshmen on this Christian Academy team. And look at him get in there and wrestle that ball away.
The Bulldog got it at the end. Remember our friends at Peacock Auto Mall. You can find it all at Peacock Auto Mall.
J.R. Patterson bobbling the ball, which he has not done much of. There it is again.
It seemed as though he might have had a chance to get it. He couldn't quite get his hands on it before the Bulldog did. And Christian Academy now on first down. Here comes Hayden Shin, and he throws it across the middle. And after doing a little bobbling himself, Brennan Students takes the ball, and he's near midfield.
Great concentration by Students as he juggled the ball, all the while being draped by a Thomas Heyward Rebel, hung on to it, and got the first down yardage.
So with 10:54 left in the game, Hilton Head Christian Academy starting to move the ball. Shin throws it up again. He's got an open man again. That's number 3, Floyd Hargrove.
Hargrove is a weapon and hasn't been utilized much in this game, but he's got him another first down at the 43 of Thomas Heyward.
Shin in the backfield, single back set. He takes it again. And he's going to throw it deep down the right side, and nobody's home.
Intended for Patuzzi, but overthrown just a bit. It'll be 2nd and 10. The defense for Hilton Head Christian, which was beaten up pretty good in the first half by the home run plays and then by a 7-minute drive just before halftime, has really responded, creating the turnovers here in the second half that now have the Eagle offense inspired and making some plays.
We know how quickly they can strike, and uh-oh, we have a snap down on the ground. Hayden Shin's trying to pick it up and get rid of it, and he does a terrific job of avoiding a huge loss. He ran back after it, turned around, picked it up, got it, and threw it out. That would have been a loss of about 30.
I think he got it back to the line of scrimmage, so there'll be no flag. Oh, that is as important as any forward-moving play they have had all night.
In golf, have you heard the term some bogeys are better than other bogeys?
Yeah.
That was case in point right there. 3rd and down, 3rd and 10 now for Christian Academy. Once again, Hayden Shin has shown how quickly he can make this offense strike, and he's going to have to do it again here. He throws it deep down the middle, and this one is going to be picked off by number 1, Trey Pouchet. Once again, the bad snap had to throw him off a little bit. He wasn't quite able to get set. Hilton Head Christian Academy having troubles with that part of the game.
He was hit just as he threw as well. And Pouchet, doing a great job of playing center field, came up and made the catch inside his own 10-yard line.
Village Park Homes, your true hometown builder. Close to everything, far from ordinary.
So now the change of possessions happening on turnovers, which were not the case in the first half. And Hilton Head Christian's defense has to rise up again. Thomas Heyward thinking, boy, how much time could we run off the clock with a big long drive here? Patterson
3 backs
and
in the
Pouchet.
backfield.
Yeah, in that backfield.
Ball goes to Patterson, and he just plows straight ahead, and you got to get the sense that's the plan now, is to just plod it down the field. Let's go to Jeff Shane on the sideline.
Mike Black, the Thomas Heyward center, who you may remember from Fracas early in the 3rd quarter, he served his penance and is now back in the lineup at center. The Thomas Heyward offense has been a little bit out of sync ever since he left. We'll see if that rhythm comes back now that he's back in the lineup. Guys?
Okay, thank you for that, Jeff. On that play right there, Trey Pouchet got the ball. He tried to work the left side. Had nothing, cut back to the middle of the field, went down, lost the ball a little bit, and then kind of did the splits as he went down. And Trey Pouchet is down for Thomas Heyward. That sideline report was brought to you by Turbyville, your local insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. We're going to go to a Village Park Homes timeout.
At
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
Welcome to the new Southern Carpet Wholesale. I guess after 16 years, we just got a little too big for our britches. That's right, the largest stocking dealer in the Lowcountry just got a little bigger, and nobody beats our prices. So come visit our brand new 12,000 square foot showroom and warehouse. It's chock full of wood, vinyl, ceramic, and of course, carpet. We're located in the Beaufort Town Center on Boundary Street, and remember, we go to Dalton, so you don't have to.
So the biggest offensive weapon of the evening for Thomas Heyward Academy, as it pans out, he had cramps in his right leg. It looked like it was cramping up pretty good. Trey Pouchet will be back in. We're looking at 3rd and 8 now. Big down for Christian Academy. They're looking to go ahead and put the kibosh on any plans of Thomas Heyward moving it down the field.
Yeah, they're going to have to get this first down without Pouchet, who was helped to the sidelines, but that just looked like a cramp the back of his thigh.
Jake Masters in a 3-back set. He takes it, and he's not going to go ahead and hand it off. They're going to throw for the pass, and just a little overthrown.
Intended for Bruza Pouchet. So the younger brother, the sophomore, trying to make the diving catch just outside of his fingertips, and it'll be 4th down. And now Thomas Heyward will have to punt.
For the first time tonight.
They did not have to punt often against Brookhaven, Mississippi, and that was a good thing because they had a bad snap that Brookhaven turned into a touchdown early in that game.
Bryce Tillotson inside to putt there, inside his own end zone, so this is definitely not the place for a bad snap. Snap is good. Tillotson has it. The kick is away. Taken at about the 45-yard line by Daniel Harrington, and Harrington's got a little room to run. And he says, if you can do it, Trey Pouchet, so can I. And he gets it down inside, right around the 25-yard. Now they're taking it out to about the 30. So Christian Academy now is going to work with a short field. 8:45 left in the game, and they're looking to regain the lead here, and they've got a good chance to do it.
Christian Academy just continues to hang around in this one. Thomas Heyward favored coming in, coming off a state semifinal trip, and 13 seniors coming back.
Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet, before you buy, give us a try.
Christian Academy, of course, playing its first game of the season. Usually some jitters, some misplays will happen. They have been there, but this team has continued to play hard.
Everybody's lined up to go out for a pass. Good snap. Shin takes it. He throws for the right corner, and he overthrows. Almost brought down right there by J.P. Peduzzi.
Down in the corner of the end zone. Peduzzi had a chance at that ball. Not a very good one. It was a long shot completion and came up empty. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Didn't take Hayden Shin long to go ahead and try to get that thing back in his corner, though. He aired it right out, and I think you're going to see a lot of that this year out of the Eagles. Hayden Shin now in the shotgun. Once again, the only one in the backfield. It's pretty obvious there's going to be nobody running, and we're going to have a flag for illegal motion. Shin just throws it away, and it doesn't matter. They're going to lose 5 yards.
Yeah, Ben Viljak got just an early start moving forward. Shin says, oh, come on. Wasn't really that bad.
Yeah. It was only a little itty bitty baby step.
Yeah, illegal motion.
That'll drop them back to 2nd and 15.
OT Decor. Thanks to our sponsor, OT Decor, who offers unique lighting designs. Visit their website, otdecor.com, to find out the perfect accent to your home.
Well, they give Thomas Heyward the opportunity to decline the penalty, and they're going to do it. It'll bring up a 3rd and 10 at the 30.
But I think it's safe to say at this point, for all intents and purposes, they have 2 downs to get 10 yards. They've done that quite a few times tonight, and that's exactly what they're going to do here. Ben Viljak, the only one in the backfield with Hayden Shin. The junior transfer has thrown a lot of good balls tonight, made a few good plays, especially on bad snaps. Now he's going to do a little running himself, and he's got some room. And he's got a man down there, but we're not sure if he might have gone over the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball.
I thought he did a great job of staying behind the line, but now you see the flag coming up at the line of scrimmage. Well, I'd like to see this one again.
Got illegal forward pass.
Yeah.
That's 5 yards from the spot of the foul. Lost it down. 4th down.
The Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation has been providing local high school graduates in Beaufort, Jasper, and Hampton counties with scholarships for over 25 years. The Education Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization formed to support and raise funds for continuing education. Donations are vital to the success of the program. To become involved or to contribute to the Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation, contact HBA staff today.
Almost. And that one's picked off by Trey Pouchet, and he has the wheels to take it all the way if he gets in the open field. And that's just what he's doing. He's zigging and zagging, and nobody is going to catch Trey Pouchet, who goes all the way for a TCL touchdown.
The Hayden Shin pass, almost like a punt. And we know what Trey Pouchet did with one of those earlier in the game. This one he takes back better than 90 yards. Getting a big hug from the coaches on the Thomas Heyward sideline. As that's a huge change in momentum in this game. Hilton Head Christian driving down, trying to get the score to take the lead. And that was better than 90 yards coming back the other way.
So just when it looked like Christian Academy had something going, a hard rush by the defense makes Hayden Shin throw up a bit of a floater. Once Trey Pouchet had his hands on it, it was basically all he wrote, and he could have run from here all the way back to Ridgeland Hardyville. C.J. Cleland in to go ahead and tack on the extra point. And it looks like number 4, Jake Masters, wanted the ball, and the center didn't send it in there.
5-yard penalty.
Have to go back
replay.
5 yards.
Yeah, Thomas Heyward will try to recreate the extra point from 5 further deep. So Trey Pouchet has scored, running the football, on a punt return, and defensively. Special teams.
Is that almost like hitting for the
defense.
cycle in baseball?
That would be just about it.
He needs to do a kickoff return.
Or throw a touchdown.
Or throw a touchdown. Good point.
Catch a
low
touchdown
snap.
pass.
C.J. Cleland's kick is up. And it's good. So with 7:50 left in the fourth quarter, Thomas Heyward Academy leads it 33-21. We'll be back right after this.
I just wanted something that was local and more affordable. TCL makes it easier for me to be a mom and go to school. Being able to pick my classes, pick the hours, work around my work schedule, take a lot of courses online. The friendly staff members and it being affordable, it's the best option. I'm a second-year student at TCL. I am Naomi and I made it happen no matter what.
As we come back in with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game, just when you thought Christian Academy had a little chance to do something and take the lead, just like that, the knife goes right in. Trey Pouchet takes an interception, 90-plus yards to the house. Thomas Heyward Academy ups their lead to 33-21. C.J. Cleland kicks it off, ball taken at about the 25-yard line, and a slip and a fall there by number 20, Cameron Strickland's going to give Christian Academy the ball right there at the 25-yard line.
But instead of being about 25 yards away from a game-leading touchdown, they're on their own 25 and down a dozen.
Technical College of the Lowcountry. Make it happen no matter what. Don't forget to stick around at the end of the game for the MVP presentation presented by the Charles Sampson Group of Charter One Realty. First and 10 now for Christian Academy, 7:50 left. They need to go ahead and move it down and score, and they need to do it quickly. Hayden Shin on the run to the right side, and he throws it out of bounds. Brennan Student's the closest receiver for that play.
Timber Hexamer, senior, wears number 60 for Thomas Heyward, has run about 5 miles in just the last quarter or so. They've given him room to come in from that defensive right side, the left side of the Christian Academy offense. He has been chasing Hayden Shin. Got him the one time he threw the interception and forced a throw that was a little high and wide and intercepted by Pouchet.
Daniel Harrington in the backfield with Shin. Shin airs it out down the field. He's got a man, and Floyd Hargrove couldn't quite catch up to it. Just about a step behind where the ball was, and that would have been huge for him, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Again, though, that shows the diversity of the Hilton Head Christian offense and the number of different weapons that they have had that can go deep. Harrington can go out and catch a long ball. We've seen students do it. Now we've seen Hargrove take a shot at it. Peduzzi, number 2. So they've got weapons. Hayden Shin is going to have a lot more success with them as the season goes along.
Well, you can only imagine if they start to play in a game where they start to establish the run, how much easier it's going to be for them. All right, here comes Shin being chased by Timber Hexamer again and company. Shin's coming to the right side, and he's run out of bounds, and we have a flag thrown on the play. Wonder if we have a late hit. Let's hear what Jeremy Langdale has to say.
Got personal foul, late hit out of bounds on the defense, 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Penalty results in a 1st down.
And that's exactly what they have. So Christian Academy has found a little different way to keep this one alive, but alive it is, and that's all that matters.
Still 7.5 minutes left, all kinds of time when you're swinging for the fences like
Sure,
Christian
incomplete passes stop the clock. You're absolutely right. Turbyville Insurance, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry.
Yeah, 60-yard completions don't take very long either.
No, they don't. Neither do 90-yard interception returns. Shin's looking for some confirmation as to what they're doing on the sideline. He gets the snap, throws it off to the side there, and overthrew Floyd Hargrove. Just a little bit high.
Yeah, Hargrove not quite 6 feet tall. Needed to be about 6'8" to get a hold of that one.
So that'll bring up 2nd down now. 7:23 left in the game. Christian Academy trails by 12. Still time, though. Jace Blackshear back into the game now. He was down before, but appears to be okay.
How about the job by the medical staff at Hilton Head Christian getting these guys back onto the field?
They've been a busy group tonight.
Monahan's been down. Floyd Hargrove's been down.
Shin now back once again, under pressure again. And he's going to take it and can try to get as much as he can out of it.
Spun out of bounds finally across the 35-yard line. Defensive play made by Josh Arzio, Jr.
Louis Smith also chasing down Hayden Shin on that play. But you're right, every time he rolls to the right, Timber Hexamer's got to run across the field, and he's doing a lot of that. So 3rd and 9 now. And we're getting to the point where Christian Academy is probably in 2-down, territory when it gets to be 3rd down. They're going to be going for it on 4th also.
First time in a game, Christian Academy looks a little tired. But this will help them out. Harrington getting the ball and getting up across the 40-yard line. And now he's down. It could be a cramp as well.
He definitely appears to be in a little pain. We have an official timeout. We're going to go to a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Beam Graphics Printing Company. We specialize in custom printing, screen printing, embroidery, engraving, trophies, team uniforms, business uniforms, signs and banners, and much more. We are conveniently located in the heart of Bluffton at 12 Johnston Way across from the post office. For all your printing needs, call the locals at Beam Graphics, 843-837-9663. You can also check us out online at beamgraphics.com and like us on Facebook for specials and design ideas.
So Daniel Harrington, the injured Eagle on the play, walked up off the field on his own power, so we're hoping he's fine and he'll be back. 4th and 4 now, big play for Hayden Shin. You hate to say this may be it, but this is a big one, and he's under a lot of heat, and he's just going to go straight down.
Timber Hexamer finally got him. He'd been chasing him around this entire second half. Big number 60.
And that defensive line just ran right through Christian Academy and just right to Hayden Shin, and they got to him hard.
Evan Brazil and Timber Hexamer, 2 of the defensive co-captains, converging on the quarterback and making the big play.
And now Thomas Heyward will get the ball back on downs and a chance to really put this one away if they punch it into the end zone. And talk about working with a short field. This is a really short field.
Inside the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 with their ground game. Wow. Now they've called a timeout to figure out exactly how they want to do this. We'll take a Village Park Homes timeout as well.
The Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation has been providing local high school graduates in Beaufort, Jasper, and Hampton counties with scholarships for over 25 years. The Education Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization formed to support and raise funds for continuing education. Donations are vital to the success of the program. To become involved or to contribute to the Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation, contact HBA staff today.
So Thomas Heyward, they stack 3 in the backfield. J.R. Patterson, River Pender, and Trey Pouchet in the backfield, keeping close tabs on Jake Masters as they now have a chance to run down some time and plot it in, and one more score, and I would safe to say that this one will be put away. Masters takes the high snap, gives it to Patterson, who's got a little room to run, and he picks up a couple.
Keegan Monahan in on the tackle for Christian Academy. But ground and pound is the theme now for Thomas Heyward. They wanted to throw the ball a little better this week. They really have not, but they haven't had to. It's a pretty formidable offense.
Well,
even limited as it is.
4 or 5 running weapons that are extremely effective.
Pender's the one with the most carries, and yet he's really kind of the singles hitter in this lineup.
Yeah, exactly. 2nd and 6 now, and we have a whistle down. I wonder if somebody was talking naughty on the sidelines again.
Got dead ball, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Okay.
So the line judge picked up a false start that it doesn't seem anybody else did. And we're backing up 5. So that'll make it 2nd and 11 now. Clock is running. 5:32 left now in the game. Pender takes it, gives it to Trey Pouchet, who goes nowhere for one of the few times tonight.
Keegan Monahan, the great penetration there. Boy, he has had a long night. Hurt his elbow in the first quarter, hurt a knee in the third quarter, and he's still grinding it out.
Christian Academy doing a lot of things well tonight. It's the big play that's killed them.
Yeah, they have been hit for a punt return touchdown, an interception return touchdown. And a couple of running touchdowns.
3rd and 16 now. Big play here. Christian Academy needs to stop them and score quickly. Another high snap. Masters takes it, pitches it over to J.R. Patterson, who's got some running room, and he's still going. He refuses to go down, and he just keeps plowing ahead. And finally, they don't get him down, but they stall him long enough that they blow the whistle. He loses his helmet on the play.
It's about all they could do to stop him. Patterson, put his helmet right into the midsection of a Hilton Head Christian player, knocked the wind out of him. That's where we're at here. Patterson's got to come out for losing his helmet. We'll take a Village Park Homes timeout.
Home is that magical spot where weekends happen. It's tea parties and superheroes. It's one more bedtime story. It's your first, your last, and everything in between. Home is where you belong. We get it. Whether it's your first home, your next home, or your dream home, we want to build you the very best home for your life. Let us help you get started. VillageParkHomes.com. Close to everything, far from ordinary.
So the injured Eagle is up off the field on his own power now. 4th and 8, a must stop for Christian Academy. Masters takes it, he runs to his right. They've got him, and Christian Academy will get the ball back with just under 4 minutes left.
Max Lowry, and once again, Keegan Monahan.
He's going to sleep well tonight.
Oh. Better give him something for the pain first.
Yes,
then he's
going
to sleep well. Yeah.
And he's actually down on the sideline there. We're not sure if that's an injury or just sheer exhaustion. All right, so Hayden Shin and his offense, you talk about needing to strike quick. This is it right here.
Yeah, Monahan also plays right tackle on the offense, so, yep, they got to hustle somebody in there. Warner Hahn to take his place, number 70.
And Shin throws a little dump pass that's short. And if he's going to do anything, he's going to need more than half a second to make up his mind, because that's how long it's taking that defense from Thomas Heyward to plow right through the Christian Academy front line right now and get back to the ball.
Yeah, Brazil, Hexamer, Arzio, Noah Ellers, Bruza Pouchet, any number of defensive linemen for Thomas Heyward having a free run.
2nd and 10 now. 3:39 left in the game. Viljak in the backfield with Harrington, trying to give him some more time. And Shin is just running for his life.
Evan Brazil putting the pressure on him there. It was Brazil and Hexamer who had the huge sack on the last series that ended it. Ron Peduzzi looking down at his play sheet. Said, what have I got that we can make happen in under 2 seconds?
Exactly. And for most teams, not much.
Not much.
All right, 3rd and 10 now. 3:33 left in the game. Shin takes it once again, rolls to the right, and he's running, and he's Gonna throw it deep down the right side. He has a man, Jace Blackshear, who was open about 3 steps behind the defender, but the ball was overthrown, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Blackshear, looks like he kind of slowed down. If he had kept going, he might have been right there where Shin thought he was going to be. We have a flag on the play. And generally with that much running, it's a hold.
Yeah.
That 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Loss of down.
Shin was again across the scrimmage line. That one I thought he might be. First one I wasn't so sure. But trying to make something happen, trying to force it downfield at the last possible moment, and he stepped across the scrimmage line. So it'll cost him 5 and bring up a 4th down.
So 4th and 15 now. And eventually there comes down to a play late in the game where you can say this is it and this potentially is that play. Shin throws it across the middle, incomplete, and with that incompletion maybe dashes the hopes of the Eagles for this evening. Ball was just a little bit high. The receiver was only able to get one hand on it, and Thomas Heyward will take the ball over now, and I think you'll see them just run it forward and run this thing out.
They've got to hang on to it.
Hilton Head Exterminators, keeping Lowcountry homes and businesses bug-free for nearly 50 years. HiltonHeadExterminators.com. That's HiltonHeadExterminators.com.
So Thomas Heyward sets up at the Christian Academy 32. The offense a little late getting back onto the field. Led by quarterback Jake Masters.
Been in the backfield most of the night with either River Pender, Trey Pouchet, J.R. Patterson, or Bobby Payne. All the weapons right now. It looks like we're just going to take it and just run it right up the middle with J.R. Patterson, and they're doing everything they can to try to strip the ball from him. Let's go over to Jeff Shane.
Hilton Head Christian's Keegan Monahan is putting up a big fight tonight, but it looks like he is done for the evening. They've taken his pads off. He's back on the trainer's table, looks absolutely exhausted. An elbow in the first quarter, a knee or perhaps a quad in the third quarter. He came back on the field, played his heart out, but he is out for the rest of the evening. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Jeff, and no surprise, Bob. No. He's been all over the place. He's been bruised. He's been bumped, and enough is enough.
Indeed. The High School Football Bowl Series Sideline Report brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has covered you throughout the Lowcountry.
2nd and 13 now for Thomas Heyward. They're just taking their time, figuring out what they want to do. Now, you know, this game more than likely is going to move Thomas Heyward to 2-0. But Christian Academy, a loss is never anything to feel great about. But they've got to feel as though they did a lot of things pretty well tonight against a really good team.
For a first game and for a team who had already played a game, you know, I think they've got a lot of positives to take from this. Jake Masters, kind of like a poker dealer right now. Which way do I turn? Where do I dish
exactly.
The
next card? Only time he's been under center all evening, instead he's just going to run it right up the middle, and nobody can seem to bring him down, and he just keeps kind of meandering down. Bulldog seems to think he has the ball there.
Well, he does. Did he get it in time? Apparently not.
That's the question.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think if Christian Academy has anything to specifically work on for next week, it's tackling. They just you got to get the
hands
down
on them. They just haven't been able to bring them down tonight.
You know, they've had hands, even on Pouchet's 3 different scores. They've had hands on him. And that's something Ron Peduzzi told us when we talked to him before the game. You got to stop the run, and you got to be able to run. They were not able to run, and they were able to stop the run some in the second half.
Masters once again under center now. Just over 2 minutes left. Turns Hands it immediately to River Pender, and he just kind of plods around here, and he's going to come up maybe just a little short of a first down. It's pretty close.
And they needed to get to the 22.
And he got it.
Yep.
And that pretty much is going to seal the deal. We want to remind everybody to please stick around for the post-game show and the presentation of the MVP presented by the Charles Sampson Group of Charter One Realty.
Any surprises to the player of the game?
I think we can pick this one out real quick. Okay. Trey Pouchet, who scored 3 times, once on a run, once on a punt return, and on a 90-plus yard interception return. 2 of his plays have gone for about 140-plus yards. I'd say that gets my vote. Masters takes it up the middle, and he's just going to let the clock now tick away on Christian Academy.
Yep, last minute and 30. And the Christian Academy Eagles, you're talking about Monahan sleeping well tonight. They will all sleep well tonight.
Yes, they will.
And they'll all be about 5 pounds lighter from the heat, humidity, and the excitement of playing their opening game of the season.
As we mentioned earlier, terrific crowd here, great atmosphere, and they've seen a good one. They've seen big plays right from the get-go. Watched two teams that have really played their heart out and really made a lot of good plays, both offensively and defensively. Jake Masters just takes a knee now as they're going to let the clock go down.
One more knee will do it.
Thomas Heyward Academy will move to 2-0. Christian will move to 0-1. 56 seconds left.
The clock stopped. Nobody quite sure why. Now it's running.
That happens sometimes. It just stops.
Not in my world.
Not in your world? No. Yeah.
It's always going too fast.
Jake Masters once again on his knee. Clock keeps going. And is he going to have to do it one more time, or is that pretty much going to be it?
No, I think he's done it.
And I think that's pretty much it. So as the clock winds down, we've had a terrific opener here in the Independent Bowl. Thomas Heyward Academy is going to come out with the victory. They're going to win it 33-21 over a very game Hilton Head Christian squad. Stick around for the post-game presentations with Bob Stevens and myself right after these messages. Once again, Thomas Heyward Academy 33, Hilton Head Christian Academy 21.
The life lessons that I learned playing football are priceless and started much earlier than my NFL career. As part of a team, I learned accountability, discipline, and the value of hard work. But the most important lesson is safety. Keep your kids safe during practice and during the game. Educate yourself and your kids. Learn the symptoms of concussions and how to prevent them. Everything starts with fundamentals, but remember, safety is first. For more information, visit peacockloves.com.
We welcome you into the post-game presentation for an opening game, Bob. We had a lot of excitement. Certainly it started early. Thomas Heyward Academy wins the Independent Bowl 33-21. A lot of good stuff.
A lot of good stuff. Good first quarter, 14-13 Christian Academy. And then Thomas Heyward started to establish its will throughout the rest of the game. They got a couple of great home run plays and played enough defense to win 33-21. 2-0. Coach, they wouldn't be fun if they were easy, would they?
I guess not. That one definitely wasn't. Here you go, fellas.
There you go, the Independent Bowl trophy. Tuck, you wanted to see your team get a little bit better this week. In some areas, did they?
We've still got a lot of work to do. That was a very sloppy game, both sides of the ball. We've got a lot to clean up moving forward.
So again, though, some great home run plays by some of your playmakers. You do have those, and they came out and made some big plays.
Yeah, we made some big plays today, no doubt about it. We've just got to be more consistent.
Yeah. Do you think the Heat had anything to do with what happened out there as far as losing the ball a little bit out here tonight?
No, we've been practicing since July 23rd, so that's not no excuse.
Looking into a nasty sun, though, the whole game. You got sunburned.
It was pretty bright out there.
Congratulations, 2-0. Now what's next?
John Paul next week. We've got to get back to work Monday.
All right. Good luck to you, and again, congratulations on a big win.
Thank you.
All right.
When we come back, we'll have the MVP presentation right after this.
Turbyville Insurance Agency has you covered in Beaufort, Bluffton, and throughout the Lowcountry. We are your independent insurance agency who will give you choices for peace of mind on your home, auto, business, life, health, and retirement plans by finding the best combination of price, coverage, and service. At Turbyville Insurance, we'll keep up with your changing insurance needs and are committed to customer satisfaction. Call us today and experience the Turbyville difference.
We welcome you into the MVP presentation. This one was pretty easy tonight. He scored on a run.
Yep.
He scored on a punt return.
Yep.
He scored on an interception return that went from Beaufort to Bluffton. Trey Pouchet is our MVP. Congratulations, Trey.
Charles?
Trey, on behalf of the Charles Hampton Real Estate Group, congratulations. Great game.
Talk to us first. Which one was the most fun?
Sir? I didn't hear.
Which one was the most fun touchdown?
The interception.
The interception?
Yeah. It was a long run.
A little tired on the end of that one?
Yeah.
It was kind of a fly ball, actually. You were almost playing center field on that. The ball came in a little high, and you were able to get a position on it. And they had a hard time tackling you tonight.
Yeah.
How great is it having an offensive line like you do, and not only you were running the ball well tonight, but to have so many running weapons? How does that feel?
Feel good. Have a good offensive line. We work hard, and this is what we get.
Can all of you get the ball enough to keep everybody happy? Because you guys in the backfield, you got, with JR, with you, with River, everybody's got to get the ball a little bit, don't
Yeah, we get the ball. We do what we got to do.
There you go.
Well, Trey, congratulations to you and the team. Once again, the Thomas Heyward Academy wins it tonight, 33-21. For Bob Stevens and Jeff Shane, I'm Chris Tremblay. Thanks so much for joining us. Next week, May River goes to Bluffton. Join us then.